afraid to say that the future isn't looking up. I can see the storm clouds starting to roll in. The sun is shining now, but it's about to be an end. We can wait around until the fire burns out, or we can save ourselves. There's greener pastures lying ahead for me. There's something better out there, and I owe it to myself to see. And I don't need to wait any longer to feel the danger that's been coming my way. There's greener pastures lying ahead for me. Gotta get out of this war zone before it's too late. If the sky is raining ashes, it's time to escape. We can wait around until the fire burns out, or we can save ourselves. There's greener pastures lying ahead for me. Always trying to see through your flaws, 'cause I know that you got so much more to give. You made a real mess, but I miss you though, 'cause I can go to sleep when I'm alone again. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in. Of your good side, I start wondering how I could make it last a little longer. Say you wanna fix our problems. How long should I be waiting? Feels like I've had too much of drama, but I'm not ready to give in.
Oh, this is not gonna be a good one, y'all. Happy to be here. No, there's no test. We're not testing anything. So I need to make sure the bot that I'm using from now on was connected to the stream, and I could type in through that process. And it looks like everything's working. So people are earning channel points right now. I really should have cut off the other bot. I don't even know if it's active, but I really should have cut that one off. Where's top 10 N-words? Y'all still believe DA does not lie to y'all about everything? He's a liar. He's a known quantity liar. Don't even try it. Why did you put the jar in the pre-stream slideshow? Hashtag not happy to see the jar? Because it's hilarious. See, I'm on the periphery of it. I'm on the... I just learned about the jar stuff recently. And because of that, it's super funny to me. Now, in the moment, I'm sure it was absolutely disgusting. But for me, it's been so long, I'm just like, this is just funny. What's up, me? What's up, Triton? I hate everything. Oh, that sounds like some smash did not go well. See, Triton already taken away, Jet. It was only a matter of time before you covered more TeamFourStar. Is one of these TeamFourStar? Are you serious? Oh, that's trash. I don't want to do that. Yeah, we used to be big fans of TeamFourStar, but it feels like they're not... I'm not going to say funny, but they're not my brand of comedy anymore. Smash Ultimate sucks. Shut up, Namek. I'm pissed off now. Yeah, it sounds like Smash did not go well. The Hunter x Hunter Team 4-star, are you serious? What? Did we pick a different video, maybe? FourStarBento. I should have known by the 4-star. Oh, this is filth. Oh, this is dirty. What's up, Alfonso? What's up, JCJ? Carlo? Hope? I understand it has a 4 in it, but I didn't know it was TeamFourStar. I thought it was just another one of these geek dudes just doing geek dudes things of just, Four Star. I know Dragon Ball. How did you not notice? I didn't listen to any of it. Did you know the FourStarBento was TeamFourStar?
Yeah.
I did not.
It's not TeamFourStar. It's one of the people adjacent to Team.
I don't care who's adjacent to it, but I did not know at all.
Yeah, it's not like Landy or.
I legitimately thought it was one of those. I'm just a geek, and I'm gonna make a geek name. I didn't know it was anything to do with them. It's like Blank the Legend or something. If somebody else came out with Blank the Legend, I wouldn't think, they're used to Jay, they're with Jay and all that. Oh yeah, you need an audio check because you were not here.
No, I was just making sure
the
volume was good on the stream. But yeah, I think that if you hit up the 4-star, you gotta know that.
No, you don't.
You don't make nobody's making a channel with anything 4-star. It's just like, they got it. No, that's over there, alright?
Alright, I'm gonna look up 4-star and channel right now. Because I do not believe you. Your leg is very warm.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I got the COVID. Maybe this is it for me.
Hot knees.
What? That's a bit. That's odd. Wearing shorts.
This is too hard to look up on the phone.
All right, exactly. See, I win.
What the win?
That piece of Phil.
Oh no! What did he do today?
This whole, the whole time he's just going. The way that I do it is I just put on you guys could just watch the any sort of E3 or State of Players or anything, and just come to my chat and I'll just be in chat, clickety click click clack. I'm not gonna be on screen with my face for every reaction. Now State of Players coming up, he's just like, yep, we're just gonna react to it. So it's just
everything he said he didn't do, he's just now doing.
He's just going back on. It's like, what is your principles, Phil? This whole time you're like, I don't do that crap, and now you're like, yeah, of course.
Well, his principles shift, but then he still doesn't want to do like sponsored stream because he
give it a year.
He was just talking about there's these indie games and just like, do you want to play for some money? And he's just like, no sir, principles. But now it's just hashtag react because it's lazy content. I can't say that he'll do the other thing, the sponsored streams, because it's work.
With the 5,000 from Keemstar, 50,000 from Keemstar doesn't come through, he's not
gonna do that. It's for a boxing match.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, no.
Oh man.
Keemstar is trying to set up boxing. YouTuber. He's not gonna do that. Now, I wouldn't even know if he would do a commentary one for it. He is a shut in.
I need a sound check. I didn't get that.
Yeah, I said you needed a sound check.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't do it. So that's on you.
And you were like, nah. Yeah, but then you
didn't say no. I said I'm listening to the stream to make sure the audio levels are good. And then
Here's
you just
sound
to
check.
whatever.
Here's your sound check.
Don't be sounding all like that when I'm asking to hear whatever these months. You ain't even on every Team 4-star.
Why can't I get the animations? I don't know. Now, the only thing that I can do further from what I've done.
Can I get something that's not slowed
down
down?
Oh
like
my
that?
god!
I guess it's not a proper gauge of the sound. All right, that was a bad choice on your part.
All right, here I'm just gonna play a song. Jesus Christ!
Oh my goodness! The second month of the cast is expecting to hear something. Yeah. Heavens to forbid!
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to listen. All right, you can do this by yourself. I can walk out of here.
It was Kaiser Neko. Oh, is that who did it? Oh no. TeamFourStar Jason. How would 4Kids do Flamingo? I think they could do that easily. They would heavily downplay the slavery stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything in Dofi that's too terrible.
I think they would have given up long before Dofi.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Not even just like, they're like, we're just not going to renew this contract. Because it's way to Marine Ford and crap like that. There's too much that...
To clean up.
And at a certain point, it's just like, there's in 15 people on screen, all of them are bleeding. We gotta clean all this
Water
up?
7
No.
in his lobby. Oh, dude. They would have been like, nah, we good, y'all. We good. Bad Italian accent. I still think there's some really great jokes, but lately in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, they just started to make their perfect Dragon Ball vision with some meta jokes and references. It's went downhill from that last episode with the 3-part Gohan one. It just feels like an episode of Dragon Ball Z at that point.
Except for there was one point that I always hated. It's when I think it was the start of the Kamehameha between Cell and Gohan, and it just cuts to Krillin, and he just makes a joke, and it just cuts away again. I'm just like, that wasn't really anything. It just felt, because it's like this, they're building up this dramatic moment, and it's cut to the joke, cut back. I was just like, tone. You're doing one thing, and you're doing the other.
Hunter x Hunter Tagashi Sweet Baby.
Like I said, it would be the funniest thing if it just came back and it sucked balls and he just lost it. I would laugh at the pure and simple cope that people would be doing. Like, no, he's still.
He's building up to something,
and it's just like, oh, this is Flop City, baby.
Why are you touching his leg, BG? Our legs were touching. We're always very close to each other.
And I always just Indian style. Is that frowned upon nowadays? Cross leg.
You know what? I have no idea.
I'm gonna say it is.
Yeah, I would say so. So I got called out for sexism when we went to the. I don't know if you were in line with us when this happened. When we went to the Brazilian barbecue, because Kellen's wife or girlfriend or whatever is very short. She's like 5 foot.
She's freaking.
Yeah, she's like 5 foot 4'11".
Horribly short.
And Peanut asked about it, and she was like, I'm 4'11" or 5 foot or whatever. He was like, that's the starting point for little people. And I was like, I don't know if it's the same for women because their average height. And she was like, that's sexist. And she was like, I'd rather be the little person. I'd rather be a little person than not be a little person because I'm a woman. And I'm like, well, but I wasn't gonna argue with it. It's a woman, whatever. But in my mind, I'm like, the average height for women is shorter than men.
Statistically lower.
So I was thinking there's a threshold of like if you're 10 inches below the average, that's when. But no, it's just 4'11" point blank period for men or women. So I had to look that up. But I
don't think that's necessarily.
I didn't think so either. But I'm not gonna argue it. Whatever. On a positive note, I faced AOS yesterday. AOS.
Oh, it's a
Smash player.
Smash player, yeah.
Okay.
We're a very good one at that.
Field principles are always fill on top. Absolutely. Got 2 stocks in 3 games.
That's it's not great, but it's not terrible.
Okay. We're gonna go quickly through the rest of these, y'all, so we can get started into this video. TeamFourStar is reviewing movies now and doing a good job at that. Actually,
I might have to check some of that out.
Yeah. No face cam knock and spitting DA face for lying to me. Just great.
I've never lied in a day in my life.
Look, Triton, you can choose my character. Oh, don't start doing that. Definitely will add a French accent and maybe flamboyance like Funimation Zarbon.
But
horrible. That's how they would have did for Dofi.
Because they had a meeting, Doflamingo.
But that was Skypiea.
That was Skypiea?
It was not Skypiea, but the one right before Jaya.
It was Jaya, okay.
Yeah. They were not there for Jaya.
Okay, because I thought it was a little bit after Alabama. Okay, yeah. Dang it, we missed out.
Would have got Kuma and Dofi.
And
Lafayette.
His name would have just been Bear and Flamingo. Oh, man. I want to hop over to the universe where 4Kids is still doing it.
Dude, I would love so many universes it's just like adjacent to ours where it's just 3 things are different. Pick the 3 things you want. Doflamingo would send people to work in his dungeon. Dude.
Pointing.
Was Phil on horse tranquilizers.
Dungeon.
No, the video hasn't started yet. Killed his parents. Whitebeard and Ace get sent to the dungeon.
Everybody just gets sent to the dungeon. Nobody dies. Big finger point.
Magellan has the goop fruit.
Oh, that would have been great.
Did you pick the Hunter x Hunter video because Tagashi announced that it's coming back, or pure coincidence?
Yeah, it's just pure coincidence. I I mean, we could say that it's marketing. We could say that we're leeching off of that.
Hashtag hype beast.
We could say that we're continuing down the trend of different equals better.
Rebecca's mom. Oh, I slipped on a jar of ketchup. I guess I need to go to Drum Island now. Goodbye. Hey, yo. What's up, Sauce? You mean a one-arm sign language speech impediment accent joke from TeamFourStar? Is that what it was?
Yes, that was it exactly. And then it just cut to Krill and said that, and then cut back. I'm like, and it always stuck with me. I've seen that episode exactly one time. I remember so little about it, but I always remember that because I'm like, this does not belong.
Oh, Senior Pink? Dude. Hey guys, I'm halfway through Dressrosa. One Piece going to all original 118 episodes. Halfway through.
Episodes, man. I would have went manga because they are standing there stock still sometimes.
I would.
You said that you wrote a story and put it in the Discord. Could you tell me where that is?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I want to read that and I was just like, where is it? Just point me to it, or if you didn't link it there, or if you don't want to, don't. That's all.
How would 4 kids do Demon Slayer? They wouldn't. You got to cut off people's heads.
Yeah, you absolutely wouldn't.
They absolutely.
The fact that 4 kids went out of business is a crime to the anime community.
No,
we're missing out on so much good stuff.
We're missing out on memes. That's it.
The funny, the goof.
All right, which video are we doing first?
What are the two?
We have I Was Wrong About Naruto, and we have Deconstructing Hunter x Hunter. Or Deconstructing Shonen.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, Tanjiro's family? Yeah, they would never touch that.
Yeah, it'd just be like, well, let's try to get this because it's popular, but that's it. How about this? 3, 2, 1, whichever person types in what video to do first, that's what we're going to do it in the chat. First person that says it, that's what we're going to do. Bing, bang, boom.
Yep, I Was Wrong About Naruto, Deconstructing Shonen. What are we doing first, y'all? One person type in the chat, first person we see.
Naruto or Hunter x Hunter?
4 kids should do Morbius. You can't improve on more.
Not anime wins, no. That wasn't an option.
Nope.
Hunter x Hunter it is.
Hunter x Hunter, that's the first one we're doing.
All right, let me go over to this description.
Yep, y'all too late. Turk got it. He typed it like 8 times, but he got it.
Trigger finger, ready for that. Okay.
This one is by FourStarBento, which apparently is something TeamFourStar, and I'm a dummy. It
always has been.
I'm just a dummy, y'all, I guess. I'm just a not smart person, y'all. I'm sorry.
Clearly.
What's up, Angelic?
So the description. Hunter x Hunter is a series that, intentionally or not, is written in a way that highlights its differences when compared to its contemporaries and shows us that you can make a great shonen series without strictly adhering to its tropes. Also, you're not supposed to pronounce the X for some reason. That's weird. It's different. Shonen tropes.
It's literally different.
It's different.
Bro,
all right, next video. We got it.
What are we doing?
Where are we? We never left. I'm so sick of this. It's different.
Yo, how many different videos do we gotta do?
It's so different, y'all.
Different does not equate to good nor better. It equates to different. I just got here. What did I miss? And we are close to Mark Month. There's no Mark Month.
We could do a Mark Month, or at least a Mark stream. We're not doing. No, what am I saying? No, we're not doing Mark Month. But we could do a Mark stream. What just came out of my mouth?
Exactly.
Why you are promising stuff when I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah, I guess I could have murdered that person for you.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, wait. No, I'm implicated. Officer.
Feds. Sting operation.
25 to life.
Soap. Yeah, the plan right now, there's no plan. Let me stop before I'm a DA and just promising things before I actually think about them. There's a idea thrown out there that we'll do a Mark stream where we try to watch all of his Naruto videos and we just do some like 12-hour stream of just going through all of his videos. If we do that, there will be a face cam. Maybe we'll do it next week. We don't have any plans right now.
What are you talking about? Don't just throw that out there.
I said maybe. I'm not like, hey, yo, we're doing this next week. Yo,
You're putting that in people's minds. Now
Yeah.
they're just like, okay, now that we got exactly what happened to Ruby? I thought we were rocking that.
yeah, I didn't know what we were doing next week. I said maybe.
I said we need to start chipping away at some of these videos.
All right, I understand that. But
I'm not. Don't just commit me. I need.
There is no commitment. It's a
don't
maybe.
even soft commit me to that because I need at least 2 or 3 weeks to prepare for Mark stuff.
You were the one throwing out a month like it was candy. Now all of a sudden you need prep time in Batman.
We're not remembering it that way.
Let's get into it. And you know what's funny? There's quite a few of our fans that like Hunter x Hunter, and they're just like, I watched your content and whatever. I still like the rest of your stuff though. There's no reason with disliking our content based on something we dislike. Finish Ruby, you omni cowards.
No. Do not make that a plural. I'm caught up to Ruby. Somebody ain't.
Yeah, me.
That's all. We're gonna start chipping away at them. Oh, I wonder who this could be. Who are these mysterious? Never heard of these people. You pieces. What's wrong with you?
I guess I'm just an idiot.
Every once in a while, when a genre has gained a foothold in culture and its tropes have become well-worn, a piece of fiction within that genre will come along to take an honest look at those tropes and view them in a new context. More often...
What? No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. They view them in a new context.
No.
They change and subvert and improve and do whatever they need to do to make it different. And that's what makes it good.
often than not, I believe, this is exactly what media needs in order to remain fresh and keep surprising.
What does Logan have to do with recontextualizing anything?
It's not a standard superhero movie with big. Oh, it does have a big fight. It is a lot sadder of a superhero movie, and therefore is different, and therefore
So
is
it's
good.
in Deadpool. What's that mean?
It's different, and therefore is good.
But no, this isn't. It does all the things other superhero movies do. It's got comedy bits. It's got sad bits. Action. When you boil it down, it does the same thing. It just does it better. It just takes a look at the aftermath and the sadness of it, as opposed to sadness being a part of it.
Don't tell me the time, Turd. He ain't did nothing wrong. Unless he did something wrong. I didn't see it. But
He timed that for talking to about Ruby.
yeah, we don't mess with that. He's one step away from replacing me. I didn't say time him.
Oh, okay. No time. Yep, there you go. I'm leaving it at
A
DA.
stern warning.
A finger wag at you. Oh, I need to hit play on this.
No, you don't. We're good. We got it. We're done.
Yes. This is commonly referred to in criticism as deconstruction, a form of critical analysis created by French philosopher Jacques Derrida, this guy right here. I haven't read up on him too much, but I don't...
So, you haven't read up on them. Do you understand the principles of deconstruction then? Are your headphones?
Yeah, a little bit. It seems to be the splitter itself is the problem.
I got another one. Or you might need to get one.
I believe he originally intended this to be something that refers to actual films and television shows and books, etc., that critique its contemporaries. I believe it was just a term that was...
Okay, how does... I don't think critiquing your contemporaries is a deconstruction, but how does Logan critique superhero movies? How does Hunter x Hunter critique the shonen genre?
Yeah.
Nope, sorry, not shonen genre, because shonen is not a genre. Mm-hmm. The shonen space, the shonen area.
Yeah, I would have to hear the argument for Logan, because like you said, a lot of the things a lot of superhero movies does. It just does it probably just a lot slower and sadder. But it's just, you could just say it's a drama before it's a superhero movie, and then it's just sort of in the drama space of, now we're critiquing a drama that just happens to be a superhero movie.
Can't lie, Unrelated been playing Devil May Cry 5. It's really easy, the easiest in the series. Virgil only had one hard boss, and it's Dante. Yeah, I heard a lot of people talk about how easy Devil May Cry 5 is, but I guess that's part of the reason they like it, because then they can just do all the cool combos and stuff they're waiting for.
created for a school of thought when it came to critiquing literature, but the term has evolved. Deconstructing tropes is more easily recognized when it's comedic. For example, the television show Community was a thorough deconstruction of sitcom television and eventually entertainment in general. It achieved this through self-aware homage and its pop culture savvy characters directly stating what they're critiquing.
It makes every 10 minutes feel like the beginning of a new scene of a TV show. Of course, the illusion only lasts until someone says something they never say on TV, like,
Okay, but what is that a good thing, a bad thing, or is it just a thing? That's what we always just need to come down to. It's just doing a thing. It doesn't inherently mean that it's better or doing anything good.
And is it even critiquing it or just stating what happens? Because I don't think this is like, oh, that's good, oh, that's bad. It's just like, it makes it feel like this. Which brings your eyes to it or your attention to it, but I don't know if that is the commentary, the deconstruction of it.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I love Community.
how much their life is like TV. There, it's gone.
However, you can also create a deconstructionist story and play it straight, and in doing so, create something extremely engaging. On my own YouTube channel, I made the claim that the anime Hunter x Hunter was deconstructionist, and to my surprise, there was some backlash. People surprisingly hostile and exclaiming that it is not deconstructionist, declaring that it was quote-unquote just good shonen, as if being a great take on shonen and subverting the expectations of battle shonen are mutually exclusive things. But that's
I gotta get that sentence again, because he said a lot. He said subverting, he said good shonen, he said shonen genre,
it's good shonen, as if being a great take on shonen and subverting the expectations of battle shonen are mutually exclusive things. But that
as if
being a good shonen and subverting the tropes of shonen genre.
battle shonen is a mutually exclusive thing. Okay, I see what he's saying. Yeah. They're not mutually exclusive, but subverting does not make it good either.
Yeah. Being different doesn't make it good. Being a deconstruction doesn't make it good. That's what we always need to come back to.
When Donald Glover left Community, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm good on Community.
That said, I guess the burden of proof is on me. So, how exactly is it deconstructionist? Well, let's discuss it, and by discuss it, I mean let's have you listen to me talk about it for a few minutes. There will be spoilers, and you also won't enjoy this video unless you've actually watched Hunter x Hunter, so you may as well go do that.
Please don't start the synopsis.
Gon Freaks is your typical innocent strong boy who's dumb, but is also the best ever. At least, he seems that way on the surface.
He's really not. Within his group, he's probably the third strongest once you start.
But that's the subversion. He seems like the strongest ever.
But no, he doesn't.
Oh.
No, he doesn't. In the first arc.
Oh.
Even once you start getting to the Nin stuff.
Oh.
You can still make the argument of third strongest.
Oh.
He is above human abilities.
He's a very strong boy.
Yes. But he's getting pieced up by anybody with a passing knowledge of Nin. He's piecing up a bunch of normal humans, but even somebody like Killua and Kurapika, who don't know Nin, are still piecing them up. Already.
Under the surface, he's got all the flaws one of those characters would actually need to have in order to be the typical hero in these kinds of stories.
What? I just want to hear the words he just said again.
Under the surface, he's got all the flaws one of those characters would actually need to have in order to be the typical hero in these kinds of stories.
He has all the flaws one of those characters would need to have be the typical hero of this story. So Gon is doing the same things as other people, essentially, is what he's saying?
Yeah. Signs and symptoms of borderline personality disorder. Impulsive and often dangerous behaviors, recurring suicidal behaviors, or threat of self-harming behaviors, intense and highly changeable moods.
But he didn't get that until the Chimera end.
Yeah. You could the suicidal behaviors when he just like, yeah, I'll take on Bomb Man and blow off my hands. He knew that he could be healed, so that's not even there. What's his argument?
Gon is lovable, but he's also deeply broken underneath it all. Gon routinely puts himself and Killua in mortal danger due to his own selfish impulses.
Routinely once!
Yes.
Once!
And like I
This
said,
did not put Killua in danger.
it was just him, and he knew that he could be healed.
And has, in multiple instances, resorted to intense self-harm in order to achieve something. It's
He knew he could be healed.
Yep, there's no issue there. Literal card that's just like, nah, you
And
healed.
Goku said, "Hey, yo, shoot us both." Like, it means nothing. What are you talking about? He said everything in one sentence.
the trademark shonen hero brand of recklessness, except now it has consequences. Gon's
Like Goku dying?
Like Goku dying already. Come on with this.
You're 4-star, bruh. You know this happened.
This is not. It's not.
How many people have had friends die or friends hurt because of them as the shonen pro tag? Like, this is nothing, dude.
Near the end of Naruto, whenever he started getting the Fox chakra, it's like you take too much chakra, the Fox is going to overtake you and just kill you outright. So you got to be careful of that. But he still continued to do it. We don't know exactly what that threat
Slapped up
was.
Sakura as a 3-tail or 2-tail.
That's a common thing. Don't act like now there are consequences. There's always been consequences.
Gear Second legit lowers Luffy's lifespan.
I've never read a shonen with absolutely no consequences except for maybe Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball has consequences when it wants to and then doesn't when it just runs that right the back.
Go on! Killing Goku was an inconsequence of his action. Sweetest boy in the world.
Yep.
Being an idiot. Reckless. Got his father killed. Got Trunks killed. JoJo's! Oh my god, what are we doing here? This is a ridiculous argument.
recklessness gets Kite killed. Furthermore, when he did get
Kite would have died anyway!
Yeah. There was no way out of that. There was nothing. They were standing and then they went, holy crap. Here comes Pito. Raw. And then at that point, Kite is going to be like, all right, I'm going to distract him. Even if he had two arms, he's like, I'm going to distract him. You guys run. Gon had nothing to do with that. It was just Ra and then Killua knocked him out. Kurapika. Sorry.
No,
I said it right. I said it right the first time.
Cool.
Don't correct me about correcting myself incorrectly.
Kite was fucked regardless. Absolutely. He felt that man. Pito jumped through. He said, get back, and his arm was cut off. What could
Pito was coming.
What did Gon do that could do anything?
Kite killed, Gon simply didn't believe that it had happened. Because, he didn't want to believe it. Killua...
He believed Kite was strong enough to do it. Until faced with that action.
interpreted this as pure positive thinking, but it becomes clear later that Gon is not an incorruptible ray of light. He most likely always knew that it was more than likely Kite was dead, but so long as he didn't see it for himself, he could pretend to believe otherwise. And when he was finally forced to accept it, he broke completely. The trademark shonen...
He did not break completely, because then literally in 2 weeks later, he's back to just being gone.
Mm-hmm. He did not break completely because he was calm enough to be like, all right, let's take this outside. Instead of just a complete bum rushing right then and there.
He broke completely. The trademark shonen hero optimism that's unwavering is actually bad. In a more realistic universe, this isn't pure...
No, this isn't even the optimism. It's legitimate, in your words, denial. I wouldn't even call this any type of deconstruction. It's just him in denial.
Yeah.
Because we've seen that Gon is not necessarily optimistic or even cares about being a quote-unquote good person. So this just feels like a stage of denial. Or, grief.
Yeah.
5 stages of grief.
He's seeing that somebody who is close to him, close to his father, and a link to his father is now gone. And he's sad about it.
Pure positive hope that always works out in the end. It's just denial. and it's unhealthy. And in the same arc, the closer Gon got to the moment he would have to accept Kite's death, the more clear it was that Gon may not have the same level of empathy for strangers most other people have. He literally threatened to murder a little girl in order to get what he wanted. The only reason he didn't leave her to die was because Killua stopped him from doing so. Without Killua, Gon would have let her die without hesitation. And even with Killua attempting to keep him in check,
does this deconstruct
I'm waiting for the deconstruction.
Or is this just a terrible person under the guise of being some good guy?
Where is the deconstruction? Where is the comparisons to other shonen protags that are different than this? You're just describing what happened.
See, this is... Deconstruction has been molded into this thing where it's just like, it's doing this thing, but what if? So, mech show. Super popular mech show.
Code Geass.
No.
Gurren Lagann.
Older.
Gundam.
No.
Zoids.
Shinji.
Mikami. Oh, Evangelion.
Evangelion. Evangelion is seen as deconstruction because going into these mechs is supposed to be, this big triumphant thing, but what if it hurts you? And that's deconstruction now. Madoka Magica. It's this happy, but what if it was actually a bad thing? That's not deconstruction. It's looking at the trope itself, bringing it to the light, and actually critiquing it. I keep bringing this up, but Cabin in the Woods does this. That is deconstruction. Why is this character acting dumb? Because we pump pheromones into the cabin, so he's being
an ancient god who's just like...
Who is the audience? The ancient gods are the audience. We want dumb character to die. We want whore. We want all of this stuff. We want virgin to live, or they can die at the last second. It's whatever. The organization, which is the filmmakers and the writers, need to appease the ancient gods, which are the audience, or they turn on them and destroy the world, which is their movie franchise. So they have to get this. Why does a character drop a knife after stabbing a villain? Because an electrical shock goes through them. That is deconstruction. You are deconstructing the entirety of the horror genre. Not just going, but what if different?
What if he's just really... What if this happy-go-lucky kid is just gets dark?
It's just kind of messed up. Oh my god!
I'm just waiting for the argument. He's going somewhere with this. I'm just waiting for that.
Killua, Gon would have let her die without hesitation. And even with Killua attempting to keep him in check, he said he was gonna kill her himself with his own hands. And there is no indication that that's not true. Can you see Naruto doing that? Luffy?
Okay. These are good characters then. Yeah. He's just a bad person.
You're acting just going horribly and rationally. He's doing a bad thing. A good character is doing a bad thing. That's not deconstruction.
This is essentially, I'm such a nice guy. Gon is the nice guy, which is secretly a jerk that he can't see. But outwardly, I'm so nice, I'm helping you. But I'm actually a terrible person. I just want your vagina, lady. Y'all think Chainsaw Man is the deconstruction of Shonen? Absolutely not.
I haven't read it.
No!
So I don't know. Mark did videos of it, so we'll check that out in Totally Not Mark Month.
Goku?
Coming soon.
Now, Gon is lovable, but... Goku? No. Now, Gon is lovable, but he's a dark interpretation of that archetype. The deconstruct...
Dark
interpretation of that archetype.
Okay, he's about to say what the deconstruction is. Goku went on a rampage because Krillin died. Hey, Gohan, get out of here, because I don't know what I might do to you, bruh.
Yeah, I might kill you, Gohan. I'm so angry.
But he's a dark interpretation of that archetype. The deconstruction of what kind of child could all at once be innocent, driven, and also a killer. Naruto and Goku...
How is that a deconstruction?
Yeah.
We've seen so many... Damien is like that.
Goku was like that when Tambourine killed Krillin. What? I don't. This isn't. Just isn't.
Naruto is always going in rage mode. What the?
Yeah, he was literally about to kill Haku. Haku was like, all right, kill me. He went, as you wish. I guess I'll just punch your face off.
And also a killer. Naruto and Goku, and others within this archetype, have all straight up killed people, usually without even a hint of remorse or PTSD or something, but their series never addresses the inherent darkness of that. Hunter x Hunter does, which is...
It doesn't address it. That doesn't deconstruct it.
No, that's just addressing it. And this is...
Is that what deconstruction is to you? Addressing the underlying things of these?
And what did Hunter x Hunter do to address it? Because once Pito
It
was
looks
dead,
real dark.
when Pito
it
was
looks
dead,
real
it was just like,
sad.
okay, moving on. It wasn't like, oh man, I'm like this because of what I regret what I did to Pito, or I shouldn't have gotten that angry or anything. Kite wasn't worth it. No, it was just in the moment, big angry, contracts, all you're needing, husk.
is in and of itself.
When did Hunter x Hunter address murders? No clue. It's just in this moment, it looks real dark. But once he woke up, he wasn't like, dang, I really did something really bad to Pito. Like, I just beat their brains in. Nobody was like, oh my God, the murder I committed in these acts. I feel super...
Killua was like, yo, what the... But...
Yeah, Killua was like that. But even after that, was he like, yo, what the... What'd you do?
I think he means the other main characters wouldn't have killed children.
Piccolo was 5.
But the point about killing children is way, way back there where he goes, I'm going to kill that little girl. This point right here is they're addressing death. They're addressing the darkness of somebody killing somebody.
Carlo, all questions at the end of the stream. I'll switch over the screen to the other screen so people know when we're answering questions. Yeah, this means nothing in the context of what he just said.
What about the face Goku made of when defeating Frieza? Yeah, he was legitimately sad once he did that. In the manga, in the anime, he was just like, you pieces. He just had a real angry face. But in the manga, it was very remorseful. It was a very good moment. But that they, for some reason, changed. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what are you doing?
Gohan has never changed after this. He just gets healed back, and he is just still the happy kid. Like always, don't understand deconstruction. He gets over it so quickly.
When he was talking to his daddy, he should have been like, man, I did some terrible things.
In the race to get to you,
Yeah.
I've done some things that have hurt me, my friends. I killed a
How's
person.
your Nin, son? I can't even use it because of the horrible thing that I did.
No, it's a sunset moment, and everyone's laughing and joking, and
Now, there could have been a line or two there, but because I don't exactly remember all the little moments at the end. I remember I remember just like bits and pieces. I remember
going the bug killer.
basically. Because the Khmer ants, oh my goodness, that's a horrible. But I just remember him and Killua and the little sister walking, and I don't remember exactly what they talked about. So it could have been touched on there, but it's not like it was a big addressment because I don't remember it.
No, I haven't read past the stopping point of the anime. I plan to read all of Hunter x Hunter, and since it's starting back up, it might be a good time to jump back into it.
It's actually not too much after. It's like 40, 50 chapters.
Oh, that's it? Interesting.
Not
Okay.
a lot.
Of that. Hunter x Hunter does, which is in and of itself a critique of his contemporaries.
No, it's not. That's not a critique of, hey, why aren't you guys doing this?
It's just doing it.
It's just doing it itself. Because everything new would be, why aren't you guys doing this? So in essence, a deconstruction. That makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. I remember Gon was sad because of what happened to Kite and gave him some advice. Yeah, I remember that, but you know, it's given that he's sad about Kite. The whole point was he's sad about the murder. Him talking with him about Kite, that's absolutely fine, but the murder is the issue.
If you'd like to hear a more detailed look at Gon's psyche, I'd recommend checking out a video essay from a YouTuber called Alexander. After
Hey,
you finish
go on over there and watch this video for the points that I'm making.
Hey, maybe he'll give a quick synopsis.
I don't care. Don't bring up other people's videos in your... Because we saw last week, one of the videos just gone. Gone.
This video called The Morality of Gon Freaks. He goes into more detail as to the evidence for Gon being, kind of f***ed up under the surface.
Then he's not the character that's the typical shonen character. Well, what's he deconstructing? He's not a Goku.
No.
He's a Gon. I'm sorry, there's not a Luffy, there's not a Naruto, there's not a Goku. There are shared traits of characters, and then they are their own characters. There is not a Yusuke Urameshi, except Yusuke Urameshi.
There are traits that they share, but there's nobody 100% like Urameshi.
Honestly, that would be enough to call this series deconstructionist, but it doesn't end there.
No, it's not!
No, it's not. Dude, it's truly not. And here we go with this reverse Super Saiyan bullshit
that's a
again.
big point.
It's supposed to be this triumphant thing. Are we just acting like Goku wasn't maniacally laughing in this moment? And like,
threatened to kill his son!
Yo, Gohan, leave before I put the hands to you too.
I don't know what I'm losing control!
But no, the deconstruction is it looks real bad.
He's supposed to be big, powerful, man, a big, righteous, I'm gonna win, but he's dark and it hurts him and it has consequences.
The main hallmark of Battle Shonen manga and anime is how violence is always the ultimate answer to any given problem.
Wasn't it the answer to this problem of Pito?
Because he killed Pito.
But I don't think violence is always the answer, because sometimes it's just an arc where you need to get in and get out.
Mm-hmm. If it wasn't a fight at the end of the Foxy arc, that wouldn't have been a violence is the answer.
Might makes right. But out of the 7 completed arcs in Hunter x Hunter, how many have ultimately been...
He just didn't really show anything. The first arc of Yu Yu Hakusho, he has to sacrifice his life in order to come back. That was the ultimate test.
One of the Kurama was settled by, yo, don't take his life mirror, take mine.
Resolved through violence. 2.
No! Hunter exam was resolved. Wait, okay.
What do you mean?
There's no resolution for a Hunter exam because you either get the license or you don't. So I don't know. What do you mean by Hunt? York New City wasn't? Are you serious? Chimera Ant wasn't? Are you serious?
It was.
Dude, you're having a laugh.
It was a fight that led to Poor Man's Rose, which led to Meruem dying.
Like, what's the difference between Chimera Ant and Heaven's Arena? Or York New? What's the difference? Dude. Unless you mean, yo, the very last thing is fight.
But look at Naruto. He just showed Naruto pain. It ended with a conversation. York New ended in a scuffle. Not fine. Magi's final arc was like war arc of Naruto, just slightly better, but people still got plenty big drop. Yeah, I don't know.
You read that completely wrong. But still pretty good, a pretty big drop. You said
Still.
people.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. For the
It's
Hunter
still pretty
exam,
good
you
drop.
literally had to kill your assigned person or at least take their number. Didn't the 13th Chairman election arc have one of the main characters punch a guy to prove a point?
Yeah, that's how we got all the... it's not the resolution, which is his biggest issue.
But they still had big fights within. I'm sorry, the very last thing wasn't a punch. But don't act like it's different, because the very last thing wasn't a punch.
York New ended in a hostage handover. I don't remember how it exactly ended. I'm sorry, I should have reread it.
2 arcs out of 7. The first being Heaven's Arena, where the entire point is that Gon wants to get a good punch in on Hisoka, and he doesn't even win that fight. And the second being the Greed Island arc, which is resolved through a climactic battle. And that's the only arc in the entire series to be resolved so cut and dry. The other arcs have plenty of fun, great action, but those battles don't actually solve problems. In the Hunter exam, Gon gets his license without...
Okay, so now we got to think about things that exactly solve the problem. That's what he's talking about. The fight solved the problem.
Whole cake was not solved through a punch.
Like I said, Naruto, the pain arc.
Not solved through a punch. Shooting exams was solved through a conversation, honestly, between Gon and not Gon, but Gaara and Naruto. Bleach was not solved. The Soul Society arc was not solved through a fight. It was Aizen revealing himself. I mean, but does that even matter?
Doesn't matter at the end of the day.
The nuke solved the entire problem.
A nuke isn't a fist. Boom.
Hunter exam, Gon gets his license without winning a single fight in the Zoldyck.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't mean anything. There was a fight that resolved the arc because Killua killed somebody.
So he lost, but everybody else got theirs.
Family arc, the problem is solved just by
Wait.
Hunter exam, Gon gets his license without winning a single fight.
Didn't he win against Ninja Dude? Didn't Ninja Dude quit?
He did.
So he did win that fight.
Oh, he did. That's
The
fine.
Zoldyck family
It's fine.
arc, the problem is solved just by Killua talking things out with his dad. In York New City, they find a non-violent solution and leave Kurapika unfulfilled in his plan to murder all the spiders. He just has to sort of abandon that goal. In the Chimera Ant arc,
You didn't even explain what happened.
the king was ultimately poisoned by the bomb Netero used, but it's heavily implied that Komugi befriending him was what really saved the day.
No, after the fight, he was about to die anyway. There
Even
was
if
no saving him.
Komugi had never befriended him, if Netero did the exact same thing, what changes? Literal zero. If they still had that fight, he still set off the rolls, he's still gonna die. Nothing changes. So don't act like Komugi's friendship is what resolved it. The bomb did.
JoJo Part 1 as well.
It wasn't like he was taking on in Komugi. Like if Komugi had gotten poisoned and he decided to stay around her.
That would have been something.
That you could say it was the friendship that resolved it. But that's not what happened.
But if not for the fight, Meruem would not have been poisoned, and he would not have died, and he would have ruled over the world with people as cattle.
Final arc of the anime, it looks like Killua will have to fight to defend his sister and use her to save Gon, but again, just talking things out with him ultimately gets Illumi to back off. If anything holds true in Hunter x Hunter, it's that it doesn't abide by the usual rules of plot construction in these kinds of stories.
That's not a deconstruction of the plot, though. It's just resolving things differently. It's using the exact same formula, but the outcome is different. How is that a deconstruction?
There is no criticism of it. There's
There's
not
no
a person,
criticism.
There's not a person going, this is the correct way. We don't need to fight. We don't need to do this. Like in Naruto.
And suddenly and non-violently more than once. The villains are always humanized, no matter how despicable, but it also never ends with
Always, see, that's a totality thing. How was Top Man humanized in the Tower arc?
How was
that was a villain?
Greed Man humanized in Greed Island?
He cared about his friends.
So?
He cared about his friends.
So did Moria. That's the whole reason. His man went up to Blackbeard, like, where's Absalom? Oh, he did.
Yeah, so this would have to be other things don't. Other things don't care. Other villains aren't humanized in other shonen. This is how it's deconstructing it.
How was Hisoka humanized? How were the Phantom Troop humanized?
So they care about each other, you see.
That means nothing.
That's humanization.
So, what, we're all just supposed to be a bunch of nappas out here?
Ain't nothing wrong with a bunch of nappas. A group of 7 nappas. Ew, that sounds horrible. But yeah, they're giving the villain's personality traits, things to like, things to care about. But again, like, what did the mummy guy do in the Phantom Troop? Who is he? We know Pain Packer and Windy Arm and Vacuum Girl, but then we got Bums.
Enish Lobby was resolved by the Mary not defeating the Buster Call. Yeah, if you want to use that same type of analogy, the Big Punch resolved the final fight, but what ultimately saved it was their love and care for Mary. It's the same as Kamugi, correct? Like, I'd love to see the Nappa army rise up.
Was there a backstory on Mummy Man? Well, I didn't remember that. It was either later or I wasn't paying attention because he's a dumb mummy man.
Those humanized villains being redeemed or becoming best friends of the protagonist. They're still bad people who did irredeemably bad things, but they are people. It's not just good shonen.
Okay, but who isn't person?
Oh my goodness.
Arlong got mad when his friends were getting defeated. He's a slaver. He murders indiscriminately against humans.
Conan gave Nagito a big elaborate flowery funeral. Gave Naruto a big flowery some flowers that were paper, just like thank you. And she's a whatever. I get like Zarbon and Dodoria. Them. The Ginyu Force are a bunch of happy-go-lucky bums
Who love each other. It's not like, well, Gordo was weak.
There's so many humanized villains that are characters. There's more than not.
There's more persons that are villains than non-person brick walls.
I'm struggling to think of ones that just aren't. Because you could be like, Raditz. Raditz he's very confident, but then he's also a sniveling coward that is just like, I'm going to trick you to get what I want. I'm in a bad position. You got my tail. Please just let me go. I tricked you, you pieces. I wasn't going to let you go. And then he tried to do it again when he was about to get blasted through.
Monet is who you're looking for, Hope. All the homunculus were humanized.
In Full Metal, Blackbeard.
Aizen, like what? Aizen, Frieza, and Blackbeard. Frieza's humanized. Hey, I just want to be like 6 inches taller. That means he's insecure about his height.
I guess he's talking about people like Blackbeard, Frieza, and Aizen. He said they're characters.
He said they're people.
They're people. They have personality traits. They aren't just walls. And Frieza's not just a wall. He doesn't care about his subordinates. That's the thing. But he has a personality. He has goals.
I guess it would assume. I guess it would be what is
his definition
of a person? Like what he said was, they're people that are humanized, and they're still bad people, but they are people.
Yes.
So what is humanization there? Is it just like sad backstory, or is it like being a character, being a person
between people and having a multifaceted personality and traits and...
Oh yeah, they ran from Logtown. They ran from Smoker. There was no punch there that resolved that arc.
Fairy Tail villains are humanized. There are so many that are humanized.
I don't understand.
This isn't a unique thing to Hunter x Hunter unless you're talking about Zarbon and Dodoria. And if we're just talking about Zarbon and Dodoria... Freaking the androids are like, yeah, we can fly over there and cap Goku right now, but let's just hop in his car and do some sightseeing.
Let's do a road trip, y'all.
That's fun. Hey, let's go to this clothes shop.
Hey, how does this look on me? It was very good. All right, thanks, Blast.
No, she goes, thanks. And then Android 17 is like, Blast, he's like, why did you do that? He's like, we were wasting time here and I don't want to come back to this piece of No, in fact, he was just like, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to take my clothes and go. And then Android 17 blasts and she goes, you made a liar out of me.
Android 16 sitting there with birds and...
Unless we're talking about Zarbon and Dodoria.
Could he be talking about Kaguya or the Akatsuki or whatever? And half the Akatsuki, I would say no.
Yeah.
The Espada, definitely not.
Some of the Espada.
Some of the Espada.
Big bums. I'd say
You
the
can't say
Espada.
Oki.
Yeah.
His whole thing was about becoming human. But I guess, hey, that's deconstructing a villain or something.
So
I
that's
guess.
a good one.
What does it mean to be a human or something? I don't know.
But then you just got that dumb black spiky headed one and it's just like, I'm just gonna hurt your leg. That was him. I'm like, oh, okay.
This is my only reason.
But yeah, we're the number of people that care is so much.
Fat Boo wasn't evil. He's just a man-child. Is he not humanized? Trigun is a good deconstruction of shonen. Vash, who never kills, has to kill, or he would be killing someone by doing nothing. There is no real answer, yet both aren't killing, aka Wolf would sacrifice. Dude, I love that moment where it's just like, yo, yeah, I know you don't kill people, but what do you... And then they sit there and go, yo, he's real broken up about this and super sad about it. He don't want to do this no more.
Yeah, that was the really big sadness over death.
Must spend an episode and a half just like, yo, I don't want to.
The Pokemon movie didn't end in a fight. It wasn't resolved because of a fight. This is very confusing. He's just making points about this is different, and the difference means that these are shonen tropes, and they're not doing the shonen tropes, and therefore it is deconstructing.
How do we have a minute and a half left?
I'm just so blown away by the humanized villains. Like, it's not so omnipresent.
Vash had a midlife crisis for killing that dude. Dude, he legit was just like,
It was like 7 episodes of him just to the point they were just like, we are dying out here. We need you.
you gotta come back. You please save us. I hate bums who hype up Demon Slayer, Hunter x Hunter, and so on, but no one talks about Trigun. Dude, Trigun is doing everything you could possibly want in this series. All these overpowered done rights, that's in Vash. He's a goop. I love Vash.
Are people. It's not just good shonen. Battle shonen has specific tropes in order to fulfill a power fantasy. Hunter x Hunter has...
What are the tropes? Don't just say it has them and show Naruto in his fox form.
Hey, power fantasy has been usurped into, yo, I love big fight, big thing, power fantasy type of thing. Power fantasy can be almost anything.
Yes.
And you wanting to get picked up by Big Mommy She-Hulk can be a power fantasy. That means nothing.
And what changes if I just take Naruto out right there and put Killua with his Godspeed, with the lightning and his hair spiking up? What changes about that sentence? Because we don't know exactly what he means. If he means a transformation, that's God form.
Valentine was humanized because he cares for his country.
There's so many. I guess the X-Men are a deconstruction of superhero movies because Magneto has trauma and is humanized. I guess.
So. I guess.
Anything that's different is a deconstruction. A-Train and Homelander were humanized. They absolutely were. The number of people that weren't humanized are vastly...
Like, is The Boys a deconstruction of superheroes? Or is it just a different superhero? I say it's a deconstruction because the things that these superheroes do, you have to realize that it affects small people, and you're not paying attention to just running fast that you can blow someone up through it.
And then it's corporatized. Hey, you gotta save these people in the right
I would say
way.
this is demonized. You gotta be, I would say that's a deconstruction. It's legitimately critiquing superhero, and the corporation thing is just like, hey, we need to get a woman out there. We need to get a minority out there. You gotta do these things within these parameters to be the best type. Dude, that's a deconstruction.
Not just happy boy sad.
Not just, oh, you thought.
in being a power fantasy. Yoshihiro Togashi already made his typical power fantasy battle shonen, one of the best ever made, Yu Yu Hakusho. And in comparing that series to this one, you can easily see the difference between Togashi simply making good shonen and him making something unique and experimental that subverts everything we know battle shonen to be.
Oh my
and
goodness.
You can say, if you want to say in Hunter x Hunter is subversionist, I'll accept that. It's not a deconstruction of shonen. Because one, shonen is not a genre. And two, it just does all the things but slightly differently. Even Dio was humanized by his rough childhood and thinking about heaven planned as something he thought was for the better of humanity.
He was...
Fire Punch is on the list. I was just talking about Chris. He said we need to read Fire Punch. It's on the list.
But yeah, he was almost shot in the head by a whole horse. He was like, yo, good on you, man, for having the balls to take initiative and try to shoot me. Instead of the villain, oh, you just tried to kill me, dead, beheaded.
What is that horse thing?
It is a nin beast.
It's a nin beast, which could have a different type of nin than your nin.
And a whole different ability outside of yours. And apparently you can't even control it. Or you can. I don't know.
Yo, the deep is sad boy time.
It's horrible.
He's a monster, and it's just like, oh, he lost everything.
I want to know more about nin beasts so bad. But I don't have the balls to pick up the manga to just learn about them.
Yeah.
I've just heard little things here and there. And I'm like, this sounds horrible.
Damn, I like Hunter x Hunter, but this man is deep throating.
It's crazy. Say it's good. Give the reasons why it's good. But don't just be like, it's doing
different.
something different from these other things. And that's why it's good. I hate that argument so much.
in the manga, we recently got introduced to Togashi directly subverting his contemporaries, introducing his own tweaked version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures stands.
How is that a subversion? It's a tweaked version of something that is already there. How does it subvert?
What is a subversion about that?
Maybe he'll explain it.
Except Togashi's versions act a little differently and are more like horrific eldritch monsters than cool stylized ghost musclemen. I mean, look at this fucking thing.
Oh, they're monsters instead of cool guys. I guess that's what subverts. This is terrible. This is a terrible take. He's doing what others are doing slightly different, so it deconstructs and subverts. I expect a JoJo stand every time someone uses a JoJo stand-like ability. And if it doesn't, so unique, so subvert. Terrible, dumb shit.
This is a bad take.
Yeah, JoJo's has some monstrous stands.
You gonna tell me this is typical shonen? Because this looks like some Junji Ito shit.
It does that. It's not typical, but does that deconstruct? Does it subvert? And I have seen things like this in shonen. So it's not typical, but it's been done before. Hey, Death Note is not a typical shonen. Is it a deconstruction? Is this a subversion? Or is it just a thing that is good for half of it?
Snuck that in there.
A subversion of stands would be they come with a consequence of how they work each time used. Yeah, like if you have a powerful ability, let's just use Jotaro punching really hard. But each time it hurts you and it got weaker each time, or it took your life force or something to use something, anything.
You can shoot fire, but you're not resistant to heat.
Yeah, so it hurts you to use. Something like Dobby. Dobby as a stand.
Yeah. JJK has some pretty ugly monsters, and it's the most bare bones in the world. Oh, I need to get back into that.
I like Hunter x Hunter a lot, but this is not a good video.
It's not. It's just, look at this thing is doing differently.
Bro said it's deconstruction because it has some scary creatures.
Not like the cool stands in JoJo's.
The Nomos are almost like the Nin beasts. Like, aren't they made from the corpses of children? I seen scarier monsters in Toriko than in Hunter x Hunter. Aren't they guardian ghosts of Shaman King like stands, but they're characters?
Yeah, but they're not ugly, so that's the thing. They're not hideous monsters. Cheap Trick from part 4 was a monster. Like Yagami was humanized.
Part 5 monster main character stand at the end had a will of its own. You're just describing the villain from Law of Yuki. Lamplighter, I just wanted to make my dad proud. Like, what are we doing here? Grateful Dead looks monstrous. What about Personas?
Pretty sure that was the actual influence here. Ugh. Anyway, Hunter x Hunter is absolutely deconstructionist, revealing the flaws of the genre and intentionally breaking away from...
What flaws? Have you said the word flaws? Have you said a negative?
I guess a flaw
these-
would be overly positive thinking can actually be detrimental. I guess that's a flaw.
Well, we saw that with Luffy, where he just goes, all right, let's just round up the crew and go to New World. And Jim like, no, stupid, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Welcome to the jungle. I'm dying here. This is horrible.
This is a bad
What
video, and
flaws?
I love Hunter x Hunter.
Power fantasies, that's all he said about it. And he showed a clip of Naruto, a power fantasy that's actively killing him if he does it too much.
How did this get 80K, y'all?
This is crazy.
This is
Because
crazy.
it's a video praising Hunter x Hunter going, yo, it's different than that Naruto bush, than that DBZ bush. It's different from that. So you're good for liking this because you're liking something that's better than that. This is put on a higher plane than those other things because they're all just doing the same thing. And this is a level above doing something different. Look, the villains, they're people, not Zarbon and Dodoria.
Y'all seen the green PP monsters in Megami Games?
Oh
Yikes.
yeah, it's just a big old penis. It's just, here it is. It's just like, that's horrifying.
There's a monster that takes it, and that's all he does. When he does an ability, it's just a big old flop of... To be fair, we know Luffy and the crew will most likely be fine as it's been so far. The rest of the video does, however, suck.
Conventions while also reveling in what makes those stories so enjoyable. And everybody who says otherwise is a stupid poophead who's wrong and dumb and also a nerd who smells like farts.
He did not prove
And just
his points.
to head people off before they start going off on this, yes, I've seen Digibro's video. I enjoy his content, but his video specifically discussed people ignoring why Hunter x Hunter is great and just using deconstructionism as like a catch-all term. And that's not what I did here.
No, you used it as a catch-all term.
You absolutely did.
It's just not the same.
Yeah.
Yo, instead of being super happy, he has some sadness. Deconstruction. I can't go lower than a -10. That was horrible.
Absolutely. Just not making points, but thinking that you're making points is one of the worst things. Just going, here it is. Gon is happy, but he's actually sad. Unlike these other things, not mentioning anything. Not mentioning how anything about Goku or Luffy or Naruto or how it subverts or changes or anything. It's just simply saying that it is, and you fill in the blank. No. Get that out of here.
Like we're watching Digibro now. No.
I submit no, because that's a whole can of worms. Digibro is on the list. Or whatever they call themselves nowadays.
Yeah. But for
Beatrice, the blonde waitress. I don't know.
what? Beatrice?
Yeah.
Hey, that's hype. Umaneko.
Yeah. No, that's what they were going for. They like that.
Yeah, Umaneko's a good series.
You know, that's horrible. This is horrible.
Yeah, this is a horrible video.
What are you doing?
10 or all? No, it's just a 10.
It's just a 10.
Yeah, it's just a 10. I've seen worse.
I just don't like this whole is different first and foremost, and subversion, and there you go.
All the points people have parodied for years. I'm surprised he didn't make a bungee gum joke. I never watched Hunter x Hunter, and I think that video makes me want to watch it less.
Yeah.
Well, that was a waste of time.
What did it say? What was the thesis of it? It's different from other things. And so, there you go. It's not good because of it. People need to realize that. I wish they would.
Ace07. So when we finish a video, we rate it 0 to -10. It's just the scale of how bad we thought the video was. Either their points or they did something in the video that we really, really didn't like. Those types of things. If they make good points, they get some pluses. So you might go from a -9 to a -8. If it's a fairly nothing video where it's just a lot of synopsis, not really giving too much analysis, and it's kind of short, they might get a 6, 5, something like that. If it's a video we kind of agree with, but they made a few bad points, you might get like a -3, -2, that type of thing. I don't think we've ever rated anything below a -4. And I think I gave a -4 to Super Eye Patch Wolf, the series that changed everything.
These are just really bad videos.
Yeah, it's just the higher, and Hall of Fame is to go beyond a 10, where it's like in a well, I was about to say hall, that's just dumb, but it's just in a category all its own. There have been, and there's a different category of this guy, DA, -11, -12, he has his own subcategory for that type of thing. I have GOAT. There is only ever one GOAT at any given time, which means it's the worst video we've revisited so far.
There's also anomalies, which we just can't rate.
Yeah, for one reason or another. Either something like DSP. We love DSP. The content is good. The content is bad. So we can't really rate it. Clyde made a video about Naruto that pissed us off so bad with what he said at the end that we couldn't give it a rating because we were just too angry about it.
No new arguments for this Hunter x Hunter Revisited. Another one.
Another one.
Boy, they just...
Million, you called us out hard in the Discord. It is just
passing around the same 5 arguments amongst each other.
Are the extreme Hunter x Hunter fans just this far stuck up their own arse? Absolutely. You should see... dude, you should see... There's no good guys or bad guys. Oh, you mean like in war? And that's the point? Dude, look up Hunter x Hunter on Twitter and look up things like Chimera Ant and you'll see.
Well, you can't really look it up now because people are fiending over the fact that it might be coming back soon.
Alright, so we're on our second video. This one is I Was Wrong About Naruto by The Masked Man. Poochie was super humanized. Oh, yeah. Did y'all hear about the new Winnie the Pooh movie? Of course.
Yep.
If it's in theaters, I'm gonna go watch it.
Get in there.
It's gonna be awful, and I'm gonna love it.
Stuff. The description. I was wrong about Naruto and its main focus as an anime and manga. Let's talk about it. This is theme stuff. We're out of here.
Are you?
It's gotta be.
Bro!
He said the main focus.
We can't go from fan is different to themes. We can't. Can we spend our Saturdays differently? Oh, no. Yeah, you can't make it with the red shirt because that was added later on. So that's still their copyright. But just Winnie the Pooh on its own with some different clothes, yeah, you can do all of that. Keep in mind, Tagashi got 1 million followers in a day. Even Mr. Hypebeast and other big companies tweeted about it. Oh, dude, I hope for their sake that first chapter is a banger.
Oh, I hope it's the worst thing.
I might have been wrong about Naruto, and I really want to set the record straight, as I think it's important for a person to admit when they're wrong. Even if it's not entirely, it's inevitable after dozens and dozens of manga reviews and recommendations, I'm not going to get everything right. Like, I'm very well aware of that. So if you watch Anitubers expecting for them to align with every sort of idea that you have, then you're kind of...
He should have started out with why he was wrong. What did he say about Naruto that made him wrong? Because he's going like
10 minutes, yeah.
You're if you expect all these attitudes to have the same opinion as you're wrong, or whatever he's about to say. I don't know what your opinion is about Naruto in order for it to switch.
Look at his Claymore review. It's good. I got him into it and Out. Isn't Out the one you love?
Out is real good. It's real good. I don't really dig on the super flashbacks, but it's real good.
This video was pretty good, so I can't wait to see your point. Okay, maybe
let's hear it.
Maybe we'll get a 5 out of here.
Of an idiot and you need to grow up. But in what way exactly have I been wrong about Naruto? Recently, I've had a lot of time to think about things and ponder upon previous videos that I've done. I don't really like to go back and watch them because as a YouTuber, you kind of evolve and grow, and you're...
I will never get mukbang.
Yeah.
I will never get it.
Nikocado avocado especially.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
It's just burping and just...
Yeah. You sloshing it. I'm like, yeah.
I'll tell you the interesting mukbangs I've seen, which is just a like really tiny Japanese girl just down into 1,000 noodles, and I'm like, where are you fitting this?
Even that, nah.
I mean, I would never go back to the content, but if it came across my feed on Twitter, I'd be like, oh, that's interesting.
Content tries to get better over time, so when you go back and watch those old videos, you really want to delete them. But getting back to the main topic, what did I get wrong about Naruto? And I think that was my interpretation of the focus of the series. Now, in my defense, Dragon Ball, Naruto, and a few other anime and manga that I've seen and read were series that I read and I saw just for the sake of enjoyment, and that should be the reason one kind of consumes any sort of entertainment in the first place. However, the sad reality is ever since I've started my YouTube channel and expanded more and more into what I review, I've slowly but surely sold off my soul and my rights to enjoy an anime and manga and just turn my brain off and have fun with it. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I disagree with that. I don't disagree with it, but I find that very sad if that's the way you're looking at things now. Because I feel like you can still enjoy things. Not necessarily turn your brain off, but you can still engage with the material on an emotional level without needing to disconnect and analyze.
That's very odd.
Yeah, I'd feel sad if I ever got that mindset, because there's so many things out there I enjoy that I don't necessarily find great. And I would hate to be like, I can't enjoy this because I don't find it great. Or I'm not even trying to enjoy it. I just see flaws and good in it.
I can still enjoy it, just now I have to always be thinking of reasonings for why I like something, don't like it, and slowly but surely I get extremely burnt out. But
No. See, that's the problem. You do not have to justify why you enjoy something. You don't need to explain it. It's hard to explain why you like something. You can just be like, oh, I like this and this
now,
and this.
Now, if you're
and this
doing a video, absolutely. Because if you're trying to be, hey, Naruto's great. It's fun. It has a lot of hype fights. Blah blah blah. That's the giggles where you just go look, boom, 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 point. I feel like you need to explain yourself if you're trying to do a video.
Yeah, but when you're just reading on your own,
when you're just reading, it's just like, no, I like it. Moving on. You don't have to justify it to yourself. You can just like it because you like it.
Fairy Tail is both crap and amazing. Absolutely.
I love Fairy Tail so much. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
When it comes to Naruto, I've noticed a recurring lack of appreciation for what the series is truly about, and I myself have been extremely responsible for this and there.
I don't care what it's about. I don't care what the overarching theme or the message or the plot, or not the plot, but the centralized message is. I'm looking at it point by point. What things is it doing? Not what it's doing as a whole. I don't care about that. Because if you're looking at anything like that, you're like, yes, The Room succeeded in a story about betrayal and not trusting someone and blah, 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 blah. You can look at it like that and just go, I guess The Room succeeded in what it's trying to do. Now we need to talk about if it's good or not.
Phoenix, I don't think they could suck enough people off to be considered a mukbang for that. It'd have to be like 300 people. Cause, I'm not going to get into mukbangs, because I was trying to think, is it like the caloric intake, or is it just the amount?
I don't care about mukbang.
Sometimes your favorite things are just comfort food. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I go back and reread Nagatoro or Komi or what have you. Like, I just want to read the thing I really liked again.
One of my favorite characters I have, outside of like Komi, my two favorite characters in Komi are the dumb country girl and the girl that's just like competitive fire girl. Why? I like them. I really like them. That's all it is to it. I'm not gonna try to be like, yo, here's
justify your liking.
Yeah, no, it's just, yo, she's funny and she's a dumb country girl. Look at her.
Looking at the Masked Man's videos, it seems like he is constantly pushing through a bunch of manga at one time. So maybe that's why he doesn't feel like his job is as fun anymore. Yeah, I can see that if you're just like, I'm reading either a series a day or I'm reading 3 series on Monday.
Or I'm reading this for a video.
Yeah.
So I need to go into it like, okay, what is it doing good? What is it doing bad? Instead of just reading it and just noticing them naturally.
Mm-hmm. Yo, what are we doing? Right now we're doing I Was Wrong About Naruto by The Masked Man. So far, it's whatever.
Yeah, Country Girl is great.
I reread Watamote when I get bored. Watamote is so fucking good. And it completely switches the second she gets friends. I like Naruto for 2 reasons: my childhood and it's my type of trash. Get good on you.
Yep. And it's good trash sometimes.
And that is the idea of Naruto hard work and Naruto being an underdog. Now let me make this clear. Is Naruto an underdog? Yes, for a certain sector of the story, but that ends pretty quickly. And does Naruto have the theme of hard work? Of course it does.
Pause.
Is that the...
Okay, but what does this have to do with, let's say, the Sasuke stuff? Once it switches over to Sasuke, the theme of hard work and underdog stuff goes out the window. So then you have to just look at the story as itself.
Or you can look at the new thing that is presented.
Or you can look at the new theme that's presented. But you're looking at it through these 2 things, apparently. And it's going, I was wrong about these 2 things. But what about all the other stuff that's not these 2 things? That's why I don't like looking at things overarching. Just everything, this is what it is. No, you got to look at the little individual things.
hard work? Of course it does. Is that the primary focus of the series? No, it is not. Look, this should be pretty obvious, but again, many times we as Naruto fans do it to ourselves. The fanbase manages to defend characters like Sakura religiously from a day-to-day basis.
Sakura is not bad, y'all. She's not good, but she's not bad. Outside of the Sasuke stuff, she's good. The second you get Sasuke, it's the worst ever. And that makes her a just not good character overall.
Be it then allow slander to characters like Obito and Sasuke. Point is,
Sasuke sucks! Obito sucks! You should slander them! What are you talking about? Sasuke is trash!
I'm trying to set the record straight, and if you don't somehow believe me, let me take you to the most important and impactful moments throughout the entire series. Naruto versus Gaara. What is the main theme about that? Overcoming hatred. Naruto versus pain. What is the main theme about that? Naruto versus Obito, Naruto versus Sasuke.
See, you're talking about what's the main theme behind these things and not what it's doing. If it does exactly what it's doing, but then in 1010 rocks up and just after the pain fight with all of his themes and stuff, just rocks up and goes, "Good job, humans, you passed the test," and flies into space. That's a horrible moment, but it doesn't affect the themes. Does that still mean that it's good? We're not talking about what things are doing, just what it did as a whole. No! Stop this!
Everybody should slander the third. Worst Hokage.
Yeah, worst Hokage.
Hashtag worst Hokage.
Madara's entire character, Tobirama's entire character. The point is when it comes to the most important characters and the most important moments within the entire series.
Why are those the most important moments? Because they support what you want? Is Haku not an important moment? Is the first Sasuke versus Naruto not an important moment?
Is Sasuke meeting Itachi and breaking his arm and just getting completely fodderized, and that starts his turn into darkness? Is that not a very important moment?
Is Gaara trying to kill Lee in the hospital not an important moment? What is Neji versus Naruto not an important moment?
Is Sakura cutting her hair and trying to be a better ninja not an important moment?
Is the getting Tsunade not an important moment? Why are these the important moments?
Yes, the Sasuke stuff does really hurt Sakura.
Tremendously. It takes her from like a 6.57 to like a 3.
It really, really hurts her.
It's a focus on the idea of hatred and how we as individuals deal with said hatred and then proceed.
Yes, in those instances. But what about all the other instances where Neji's just like, yo, the main branch is not as strong as me, and y'all need to learn this because y'all killed my father off some bush. So I'm going to show you.
To affect others through our own experience. I've had this talk a lot in private with Broken Ronin, longtime friend of mine. Go check out his channel if you
don't. Broken Ronin is not a good content creator.
Are you looking? You see that satirical Demon Slayer is carried by animation? We're the dummies saying that. And he debunks us in this 3-minute. Oh boy.
Do we need to see that at the very end?
Hey, we might need to see that
we
at the
might
very end.
need to see that video at the very end, y'all. Stay tuned.
Having, by the way, amazing
Mask
stuff.
Is a theme monster? I can tell.
The The reason why I feel like this video needs to be done is, one, so I can set the record straight for myself, but to also really remind people the value of Naruto as a series. It's not entirely just an underdog story. That's not what it's about. Because
who's saying that it's entirely an underdog story?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't subscribe to that. I don't think people really say that. And if people do say that, I don't agree with that. They are just wrong.
Naruto, in a very quick amount of time, becomes extremely powerful and is no longer the underdog in terms of the power chain within his own series. So if you're
underdog compared to whom?
Yes.
Underdog compared to what? You can still be the underdog if you're the third strongest person in the world. If you're fighting the second or first strongest person in the world. So what do you mean by underdog there? Because I would submit he still is, because he's not, strong. He's going, like, against Gaara, was he the favorite? I'd say no, so he's the underdog.
He was getting pieced up by Kimimaro.
Was he the favorite there? I'd submit no, so he's the underdog. Rock Lee was the underdog in that fight. Who's the underdog versus Kimi and Gaara? But there has to be a favorite and an underdog. Death Note is a romantic comedy.
The main focus is Naruto is an underdog character, and that is his main theme as a character, then you devalue him much more than he should be. Although ironically, when people do get an underdog character who finds a way to be important without the need of physical strength, then, they hate that character too, so whatever. But the point...
I'll tell you why I dislike him greatly. It's because... I don't even dislike him. I dislike the story, but I haven't finished it.
Who was that?
The main character of Tokyo Revengers.
Okay. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Who's that? Because he was zooming up to Naruto. I was like, oh, this is good fan art. I was like, that's not Naruto.
It's so cyclical in the way that story is presented because, it's a bunch of time junk. It's essentially a time junk isekai. Mm-hmm. So he goes back in time, and it's just like, all right, you've stopped this, which means the character you love survives, and then it's in the future again. It's just like, no, she died in a different way because then this happened. So then he has to go back. And it's just that for like 6-7 times. And at that point, I was just like, I don't care anymore now. I just don't. One day I'll finish it, but y'all, Tokyo Revengers, it's okay.
Is when the focus on Naruto as a character becomes not about the underdog narrative, but a character who is able to stand amidst all of the hatred that he has, is incredibly inspiring and beautiful, and I think is more applicable to the world as we continue to move on.
But wasn't he fighting against that from the very beginning when he said, I want to be Hokage so the village acknowledges me? Mm-hmm. So when does... That message has been there from almost chapter 1, if not chapter 1. I guess just seeing the process.
Him fighting against that and rising up to be loved. But again, he's not thinking about how it's broken in the beginning. Nobody's really addressing that. He's a poor, lonely kid that nobody believed in, blah, blah, blah. Why? And then once you ask, I would love to get into a conversation with a Naruto fan that believes something like this of just, Naruto, he had such a hard life and it was inspiring to see him grow and all this stuff. And I'd just be like, why was he a poor and lonely kid? Well, because, and then just watch it break down and be like, okay, is this still good despite the fact that it's so fabricated in order for it to be like this? And I would submit no. Because all this stuff needs to happen for him to be this poor and lonely kid. Jiraiya needs to not show up. All the ninja books need to just be like the fourth Hokage, who looks exactly like Naruto, whose wife is last name is an Uzumaki. They need to just expel that from the record books. Kakashi needs to be like, oh, I guess in my master's wife, who I've seen and I have a relationship with, and she was pregnant, and her last name was Uzumaki. I guess her kid just died in childbirth. Oh, Naruto Uzumaki? No relation. So Kakashi has to be blind to it. All the villagers have to be blind to it. The third has to just be like, I'm just going to let that kid just be over there doing his own devices for some reason, even though he has the nine-tailed fox, which is the strongest tailed beast of all time, and he can just fox out and kill us all. I'm just going to leave him to his own devices. All this stuff needs to happen in order for Naruto to be that sad kid. And it's broken because it makes no sense for it to happen. I keep saying this. conversation with a Naruto fan. There's no answer to this. Jiraiya, 12 years? Not once showing up in the village? All the books going, I guess Minato didn't have a wife. All the Kushina walking around pregnant as an Uzumaki? I guess those people don't care about her last name. Now you could be like, oh, that's the Fox boy. They don't know that it's Naruto Uzumaki. They don't know the full name. But he's gone into the Ninja Academy so many times that they must have a record. Naruto Uzumaki, step up and try to do a clone jutsu. No? Okay, whatever. Done. Uzumaki, I read that in book. That's the wife of the 4th Hokage. You got Kage blood. He saved the village. He put the beast that was attacking us in you. Maybe we should treat you well because of your blood. But nobody's addressing this. It's a problem.
You should watch Studio Alex Naruto retrospective video because there is a section in the video where he talks about how the 3rd Hokage wasn't at fault.
Jesus
for
Christ!
Naruto being
Excuse me? Suck my balls, Studio Alex! He was! He looked his mama in the eye and was like, I was take responsibility for this baby. And then he just went, alright,
here's your expired milk.
What happened when the little baby Naruto is sitting there crying wham wham with the seal in his stomach? Who picked that baby up and what was his formative years of 0 to let's say 2? Who was taking care of
0
him?
to 6.
Who is changing baby Naruto diapers?
Who's potty training baby Naruto?
Why is the 3rd not
Who's
checking
teaching him
in on
to
this?
who's teaching him to talk and helping him walk?
Come on now. Studio Alex. What? I think you're on the list as a matter of fact.
That's impressive. Why?
You can't defend
You
the 3rd
can't.
Hokage.
Yo, that's just a lie.
He is on the list.
Okay.
I remember that.
Yeah, no, that's a lie. He's
Yeah, that's
just
100% a lie.
He said, hey, yo, I'll take care of the baby.
I'll take care of this baby. He's dying just going, all the village is my family. I care about everybody in this village. Here's your monthly $13, kid. Don't spend it all in one place.
D.A. Kakashi said in the war arc that he knew that Naruto is Minato's kid. Guy did too.
Okay, so now Kakashi and Guy are horrible pieces of crap for not doing anything for this child. For allowing this hate to fester. For not going and training him and making sure that he's okay.
For not talking to the other villagers that were like, yo, let's go
kill
get
this
Naruto.
noise. Grandly respected Kakashi, who was a Kage
Of
candidate.
1,000 jutsu.
And Guy, who is the best taijutsu man in the entire village. They're allowing this to happen. So
Two
now we're just
Jonees.
like, now this brings down Kakashi and Guy in my eyes. They are both worsened for that. For not helping him. Now we need to figure out, why didn't they help him? Why didn't they do
Especially
anything for
when
him?
Guy is like, Rock Lee, yo, I want to help you, who's not his child. So he's willing to help Lee, but Naruto's just like, oh, you living alone, or everybody hates you, you ain't got no friends? That ain't my problem.
Dude, whatever. Rock on. My mentor? My teacher? His son? You over there.
A common defense people will always bring up is that he was too busy looking over the village. I can already see that stupid argument.
It's a horrible argument because you bring Naruto into the fold and just be like, he's gonna live here. I'm gonna appoint somebody to watch him while I'm not doing my Kage duties. He's gonna live with me. So at least he has a parental figure in his life, and he's not a 5-year-old living by himself.
He's
Getting
not,
his own clothes, getting his washing for himself.
he's not an
cooking for
11-year-old
himself.
where they come visit him and he's just like, your milk's expired.
There's no answer for the 3rd Hokage. Like I said, Kakashi and Guy are a lesson for this.
Why was Naruto not raised under Hiruzen? There's no reason.
There's no reason.
He'll be...
He's a great benefit to the village because he's the Nine Tails. We go, okay, we looking back in the history books. Oh, tail beasts are harnessing this stuff? Okay, so the whole tail beast thing is, the first Hokage gave him out to each of the villages just to be like, okay, everybody got the nuke, so nobody's attacking.
Oh, Justin, you missed a video and a half. Keep going.
But yeah, everybody got the nuke, so nobody's attacking. But they trained their nukes. They can do the full tail beast stuff. They're good. Naruto has nothing. So if they rock up with a one tail, with a two tail, Killer Bee rocks up, they've got nothing. You know who could have done something? All the Muff in Uchiha, but they're dead. So who cares about them? But they've got no anti-nuke. They got no counter. Because he's not trained. Why is he not trained? ... We don't know. The third just let him do that.
Who's this by? The Masked Man?
The Masked Man.
Yep. Alright. Just so people will know what we're doing when we do it. Change the text size. Boop, 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 boop.
But wouldn't treating Naruto like be a horrible idea because they're essentially messing with a ticking time bomb? Yes, absolutely. But we're not talking about that.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that.
Heroes that didn't care about Konohamaru too, which is a very odd thing. But Konohamaru, he's just like, he's my blood. What is that? Why didn't? Oh my! But he was appointed Eren. He was appointed somebody to be a special trainer. So we now know that there are people that are appointed for your special trainer for a little child. Why not with Naruto? He just didn't.
And that's good.
Asuma should have looked over Naruto like he looked over Shika. Anybody should have. It should have been a rotating list of people. He should have just been adopted out. You don't even need to be like, this is the fox. It's like, this kid, parents were killed by the fox. Take this child in. Who wants this child? He's not the fox. He's just a child. Who wants this child? And now he's adopted. Ibisu. Ibisu.
I hate this series now.
Don't hate the series. Hate that moment. Because, like I said, it's broken frame 1. That's all.
About every character Naruto parallels. Look at Gaara, look at Pain, look at Sasuke, look at Obito, and look at Naruto himself. These are all characters that have every right in the world to harbor hatred, and to want to release that hatred onto others. However, Naruto takes a different path, and he's able to due to the friendship and the camaraderie that he's built throughout his life, because of the people that he's had around him to keep him sane, people that sadly others didn't have. And although Sasuke did have them, he was too blinded in his vengeance to notice and appreciate those people. Is Naruto a zero to hero story? Of course it is. But the most impactful moments in the series is when Naruto has to become strong in his own convictions. I joked about this with Ronan in his video, but think about the most well-known speech in Naruto, and arguably in anime as well. It's not the cycle of hard work. It's the
most well-known speech in anime.
The cycle of hatred.
In the 70 years of anime,
Yep.
This is the most well-known speech.
No study, no quotes or anything. Nobody saying anything. No statistics. Nothing. Just this is the most. Not even this is the best. This is just the most well-known.
I don't know that it is. I don't know that speech because I was falling asleep while reading Naruto. I don't know a word of that speech.
You guys are the outliers. Everybody else knows his speech.
I spaced out what speech was he talking about.
Oh, everybody knows what speech he's talking about.
cycle of hatred. Pain isn't a special antagonist because he pushed Naruto to Sage Mode. Pain is a special antagonist because he pushed Naruto to confront his own ideology. Whether or not Naruto will really be able to bring peace to a world that's so filled with hatred and pain and sadness. And to push my point even further, I mean, just look at the character who truly is the embodiment of the underdog and hard work in the series, and that's Rock Lee. Rock Lee, I find him to be a bit of a tragic character when you kind of look at it, because even though for me at first, to this day he still serves as inspiration, Rock Lee didn't beat Gaara. He didn't. But yet the inspiring thing about Rock...
Yeah, the best thing about it is he tried. He didn't give up. That's what you can say about that moment. And then he did nothing for the rest of Naruto and Naruto Shippuden as a whole.
Why not
That's
message
the issue.
Why not message Uriah? We hate the nuke kid. Get him out of here and train him up. If it's too dangerous to bring him, send him to the Toads.
Yeah, do it. Hey, have you met any Uzumakis on your travels that may want to take him in? A man dies when he's forgotten. That's a good speech. Dofi's, justice is going to win. Of course justice is going to win. Whoever wins is going to be justice, and they're going to write the history books, and they're going to be
Marines,
right.
the winner is justice.
The winner is justice. I'm not gonna say that's the best speech. I'm not gonna say that's even the best speech in One Piece. I just love that speech so much because he's absolutely right. The winners write the history books. Whoever wins is the right people. This is just like, oh, you're just gonna solve the entire world's hatred? How are you gonna do that? He goes, crap, how am I gonna do that?
Yo, you defeat me, which hurts my village and my friends, so then they come after you. So how do you stop? This is The Last of Us 2. This is The Last of Us 2.
Yeah. It's something that he should have thought of. He has this very altruistic child mentality of beat villain, win day, everything stops. And he's not thinking past that. He just goes, no, think a little bit deeper. Like I'm asking people to do about the beginning of Naruto. No. Think a little bit deeper. It's not as simple as that. He goes, oh crap, it's not. So yeah, it's a good speech. But the most famous in all of Naruto? I think not. And we're just done with that as well.
Isn't that hard work will always overcome everything, but it's that hard work will take you so much farther than what you originally could have done. There's lots of different worldviews in terms of the idea of talent, so I won't really get into that because the point of the video isn't really to talk about the ideology of hard work, but it's not to prove the point further that even though that is a theme in Naruto, it is not the main and central theme. Let me give a...
Then why'd you even bring it up?
Yeah, what's the point of it?
I don't understand the purpose of this part of the video.
How are you wrong about Naruto in the fact that it's not all about hard work? It's just in there somewhere, some places.
Wait, why did Jiraiya never come back to Nagato? I think he thought they were dead. Because didn't they get attacked or something?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Quick analogy. It might not be the best one, but I'll try to do my best. So imagine if you have an action story, and the action story has components.
Didn't we see this image from another video recently?
I don't think so. I think we saw this when we were looking through the video.
Okay. That makes sense.
Of romance. The main focus of the story is the action, not the romance. But if the audience were to look at this story and give it the main focus for its romantic aspects, then they would clearly be missing the point of the entire series, and they would value it a lot less, because the romance isn't what the author was meant to bring the focus on in the first place. It isn't the object of...
So we're talking about authorial intent, but what you're talking about is your interpretation of the themes of Naruto. So did the author intend this, or is this your best interpretation of it and what brings it up in your mind? So with those romance people, is action meant to be the focus, or is the romance meant to be the focus? Like without the author noting, or without it just being clearly shown, it's up to your interpretation of what the focus of a thing is. Pain speech, Martin Luther King speech.
Yep. Yeah, better than the anime Martin Luther King Jr., I guess.
The author's attention in which he delves the entire character's themes and every action of the character around the romance. He did it around the action, right? Again, it might not be...
Wait, no, what? Are the themes of Naruto centered around the action?
I don't know.
I'd submit no. Who centers their themes around the action?
The Lee fight could be said.
Yeah, if it's hard work overcomes talent. But even then, it doesn't necessarily need to be a fight, because you could be doing something like basketball. I guess confrontation. Authors can do whatever they want, to be honest. No, they can't. Shonen authors can't even do their own shit.
The best analogy, but hopefully you understand the point that I'm trying to get at. I think by looking at Naruto as this underdog story of the zero to hero and looking at as the primary focus, you lose the real beauty of not only Naruto as the main character.
About the main focus of Naruto. That means almost nothing to me. I care about them rocking up and doing dumb things. I care about bad fights. I care about in 16 Naruto's rocking around with basically the same backstory. Spiky hair and a Genki kid who wants to be the leader of their village, like Obito and Nagito.
Yeah, somebody in our comment section asked, I think it was Michael, who asked, "Are we going to expand on the story?" Kishimoto has one story to tell, but I don't think the cyclical. Oh, you responded to it? Okay, yeah. I don't think the cyclical nature of storytelling is an issue.
No, it's not.
But I
in and of
think
itself
if
a bad
you
thing.
have characters that are essentially just constantly doing the same thing, that presents an issue.
Yeah, I said it wasn't the issue in and of itself that it is doing it. I think that it's an issue that it's just anytime we need Naruto to develop or question his life views or do some sort of reflection on himself, it has to be somebody who's like him but went down a dark path. That's what we need to do. His main villains were the Gata, Pain, Obito, which are essentially him. He had no real connection with Kakuzu. He had no real connection with Kakuzu. That was just a fight. Like Matthew said. That was just a fight. But the people who he has connections with are the sad, lonely people like he was. So now he can look at them and just go, I could have gone down this path, and I'm trying to help you not go down this path. That's boom, 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 boom. That's his main villains. That's the issues with them. And it's the repeating thing of this is all that I can do to develop Naruto is just to have another Naruto over and over and over again. That's where the issue comes with it.
Studio Alex in his Naruto retrospective part 2 video talks about the suspension of disbelief, where he talks about we need to accept that Naruto is a lonely kid and nobody took care of him. No,
Yeah, just accept it. No, just accept it. No, just accept it. It's fine.
So you just don't even question.
No, don't think about it. It happened and we're done with it. Just move on. It's done.
Where does suspension of disbelief begin and end?
What can we question? What can we question at that point? When there's so many holes, when there's so many problems with this, what can we question? Because like I said, the story of Naruto is broken, and I challenge anybody to tell me how it's not.
You lose the real beauty of not only Naruto as the main character, but every relationship he has with every antagonist. I think looking at Naruto for what it truly is allowing us to appreciate characters like Sasuke a lot more, like Gaara, like Obito, like Madara.
How?
Like
I appreciate Gaara because he was the leader of the Ninja War, just like yo,
shut up with all this fighting each other. We gotta fight
you
them.
from there, you from here. I understand there's problems, but I'm gonna speak y'all balls off and let's go get them.
Let's get them. No, Sasuke rocked up and he was just like, yo, Sasuke, I know what you dealing with. I was there, all right? But I'm here now, and we good. So we can just, I'll put my arm around you. We can go out for some tea. We can talk about this. Oh, please stop Chidoriing me in my heart. No, please don't do that. No, I'm trying to help you. He tried with that stuff. That's where I appreciate this stuff. But Obito, he was just pumping it. He was just like, Rin is dead, world of hatred. Don't you want to stop all this hatred and stuff like that? He's like, yeah, I do. Let's trap everybody.
You know what? You spitting.
You hitting right now. This right here, this ain't cap.
Suspension of disbelief has its limits. Absolutely. When you watch wrestling, you're suspending your disbelief that you're just watching a program, and essentially you're watching two stuntmen present stunts with each other. It's a choreographed fight.
But somebody like The Undertaker, you go, okay, this is a wrestling zombie. Bam, bam, we got it. Cool.
He controls lightning.
This week they're in Virginia. Last week they were in Arkansas. How did he get to Arkansas? And you just go, he either had to drive or he can teleport. And if he can teleport, why is he ever getting hit? So they just go, oh no, this is just a regular guy named Mark. But once he's getting in the ring, you go, okay, he's a wrestling zombie now.
It's The Undertaker.
I'm watching a show. I'm watching a performance. Now he's a wrestling zombie. That's fine. But outside of the ring, he's a guy named Mark.
I don't expect him to be in a bar turning out the lights and then sitting down on a stool when they come back up.
He has to eat. He has to train. He's a big guy. So we have to accept the fact that he's a wrestling zombie. That's where our suspension of disbelief is. But then we're not like, yo, he's just teleporting everywhere. He chooses to get hit in the ring. He survives purely on the substance of evil.
Like consuming souls.
He was also had a phase where he was just like, y'all want to be alive now, and I got a biker and USA.
This is my yard.
Yeah, he also had that phase where I guess he also chewed tobacco. He's a tobacco fan. That's the big difference with suspension of disbelief. I'm not suspending my disbelief where it's the entire story hinges on this thing. Ignore it. No. If the story hinges on Naruto being a lonely kid, ignore the fact of why he's lonely. No, I won't.
Nope, sorry. No, I'm good.
Pain even more than we might have already done. When it comes to almost every antagonist in the series of Naruto, their actions is based off of how they cope with the hatred and the pain that this world brings. And
I'm sorry, I need that sentence again.
More than we might have already done. When it comes to almost every antagonist in the series of
almost every. I would submit you could say that for most of the main bad guys, but they have fought so many villains that I can't see how you could ever say almost every. Kabuto, are you saying it for Kabuto or Oro? I submit you can't say this for those two. And that's just two villains off the top of my head.
Kakazu's main issue was, I want the money. I want money. How does summoning the Ten Tails, what was the ultimate goal for somebody like a Kakazu in terms of summoning the Ten Tails? Because he's like, yo, let's get these bounties. Let's get this money so I can get a nicer house or something. I don't know what he wanted the money for. I will suspend my disbelief in saying that he wants money for a nice jewel for his lady or whatever. But what does a data would get out of the Ten Tails thing? What?
Art? It would be a beautiful art piece.
What about Sasori?
Couldn't tell you on that one.
What? Where's the hatred play into these things? We're talking about the Gatas, the Sasuke's and stuff like that. Kisame? What does he want? What is his goal? What does the Ten Tails brought back to life do for him? Is it just going back to ultimate power? Or were they sucked in by pains, I'm going to create a world without hatred and all this stuff? But then they would have to be oppressed to be like, yeah, no hatred or whatever.
Were the other members of Hebi consumed by hatred? I'd say 2, maybe.
You can say the curse mark dude. I always forget his name.
Jago,
Jago, whatever his name is. Don't correct us in the comments. I'm warning you.
I'm warning you.
Well, yeah, he was just like, I'm crazy. Peanut, get that joke. No, that was the kangaroo from Kenan and
Nightfall, good move.
Kenan and Kel, I'm crazy. Where they went to go get a whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, I forgot my point.
Naruto, their actions is based off of how they cope with the hatred and the pain that this world brings. And every one of them reached a breaking point of some sorts. And it's not just one singular event. If you notice with all these characters, yes, and I'm mainly talking about Obito because of how misunderstood he can be, but it's all really these events that slowly and surely stack on top of each other until eventually they reach their own breaking point. Now, to make my point even more...
Okay, so why didn't Naruto reach that breaking point? What stopped him? You'd be like, yo, he had friends in his later life. And even if we're retconning the fact that okay, 2 paths. He had friends as a kid with the Shika and stuff like that, or he didn't have friends. He had friends, that's why he didn't go crazy. He didn't have friends, why didn't he go crazy like a Gata?
Optimism.
What's keeping him optimism? Is that it?
I'd say Gata don't
maybe
sleep.
he just didn't have that.
He don't sleep.
He didn't have that one crushing moment like
Yeah.
with Gata and the oh man, my uncle thing.
Yeah, if there's nobody to care about, like, what's going to
He's
crush
not
you?
losing anything.
Yeah, he's got nothing to lose.
clear, that doesn't mean I don't have my issues with Naruto,
Yes, we are doing
because
those
I do.
things.
But at this point, I've seen so many people misinterpret the main point of the series that
Misinterpret the main point, which means it is an interpretation, which means it is your opinion on what the subject matter is, since you can't point to the author saying the point of Naruto is this thing. So I can't say that they're wrong about their interpretation of it, unless it's just so out there that, you know, Tentian's the protagonist or whatever. But your interpretation is no more or less valid than their interpretation if they can present the same amount of quote-unquote facts that you do. Or evidence, I should say. They might just want to listen to that third Hokage part.
I felt like this video was a little bit necessary, especially in today's world with the theme and the topic of how we deal with hatred, how we continue.
In today's world, in all days of world,
Yeah, it's always hatred has always been an issue. When did this video?
is the masked man white?
I don't know. I do not know.
Because as a minority, hatred is prevalent through the world.
Even not being a minority, hatred is still prevalent around the world.
Yeah, but
because you got a lot of people just like beating up white people because they're white.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. I mean, absolutely. You got the knockout game where black people would just knock out white people at a gas station, and that was just the joke.
Cycle of hatred. It's very easy and disheartening to look at everything that happens in the world and to get really demotivated at the thought of it. And it's even more interesting when then you start looking at the aspect of communities and fandoms. I mean, it's kind of like the whole K-pop thing, right? I'm pretty sure their music's meant to be super uber positive, but yet every time I blink, Too Mad is getting some sort of death threat from a Jim and Jungle Book stan, or whatever the hell his name is. The point is just like with the characters in Naruto, in real life, it's difficult to kind of wrap your mind around the hatred that exists in the world. And an even harder concept that I think a lot of...
I don't think so. It's very difficult in a world like Naruto. You need to figure out where is it happening, where and why is it happening. How to address it, that's a whole nother issue. But something like, why did the second Hokage just go, yo, then Uchiha, get him out of here? You go, the last super big villain who took my brother, the strongest man ever to kill, he was an Uchiha. Any one of these people can be an Uchiha. Get him out of here. That's understandable. The people hating Gata. It's like, oh, this creepy sand dude. I can understand why people would hate him.
I'm pretty sure he's either Latin American or black or both. They should know that it's always prevalent with... I don't understand. I don't. In this world today. Like, Asian people are just getting stomped out on the street for nothing. For just being Asian. Let's not forget Trump legit has him in a press conference just going, China flu.
It's like, dude, what are you doing? You can't say that. Watch me.
That's why people love Trump. Watch me. He's saying what we all believe.
No, we don't. I don't believe that.
The antagonist reaches well is that they're just as responsible for it. As much as I complain and dislike a lot of the things...
What's the purpose of this?
This is the avatar of the anime community. This is what they want. This is what they love. This is what they're championing.
They want Bakugo and Deku to be sex buddies?
Sure.
Or are the anime community the sex buddies and gay for each other?
Also, yeah. Whatever your interpretation is, you're right or you're wrong.
Second Hokage, hashtag best Hokage.
Absolutely. Never forget.
About the anime and manga community. The harsh reality is there's many times I look at myself and I go, wait a minute, you're just as responsible sometimes as the people you dislike. It's a hard truth to accept that you're doing things wrong. And to me, that's why Naruto has become even more special.
I don't think that it's a hard truth to accept that you're doing something wrong.
I was wrong.
If you have a more morality within you, you're like, yeah, you're doing something wrong. You think the gangbangers shooting people up are just like, no, that's the right thing to do. It's like, no, this is wrong, but I'm doing this for a reason, for the money or because they disrespected my people or whatever.
Or I find it fun.
It's the psychopaths that are just like, no, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'll cut out your tongue and lick my balls with it.
Yeah, because you were out of line. Yeah. You were the problem. Do you think DSP has morality? As he's prayer handing his thing, legitimately some of them disabled people for their checks? No! Phil don't care. Give me that money, you cucks.
Character. He has every right in his world to hate everything. He has every right, yet he chooses not to.
That sounds like a Superman thing with the choice of blah, 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 blah. Hey, wait a minute. I think this guy is evil.
And in today's world where people feel entitled and empowered through playing the victim, I think it's a strong message that everyone should take for themselves. It's almost scary to see how certain individuals...
This is another Naruto is better than you and your pissant problems. He rose above that stuff, and you're like, oh, my latte doesn't have 2 scoops of cinnamon like I wanted. Nah, you can't do that. You're entitled.
What are we doing?
This is the point of Naruto. He
Is
struggled.
So, to make Naruto great, I just have to go and say, "Oh dang, I was wrong. Naruto is peak fiction."
It's hard to accept that you're wrong.
Nazi Neji. He does have every right to hate them, and frankly, so does the audience. I think Pain was doing the world a favor destroying the village. Absolutely.
The village in the Leaves is a horrible village for freaking pissing on a little child. It's just like, nah, this is fine.
Individuals are completely incapable of coexisting with another human being who doesn't agree with them on every single topic. If somebody doesn't agree or see eye to eye with you on a certain worldview, oh well, then they simply must fear and hate you. The ability to have
What?
If somebody doesn't agree or see eye to eye with you on a certain worldview, oh well, then they simply must fear and hate you. The ability to have conversation and show love to people who don't think exactly like you and who aren't just like you is something that I see is dying more and more, especially on the internet landscape. So yeah, I think the themes of Naruto...
Those are the incredibly irrational people. You don't talk to those people. It's just like, you're a Republican or you're not in life. You don't talk to those people. Those people are too far gone.
Those far right, far left people, or it's just like
no.
If you even think the N word, you're a horrible person that deserves to go to hell.
Those people are always going to exist. It's not Twitter that brought them to the forefront. They always exist. You don't conversate with those people. Those people are too far gone.
The only thing Twitter did was allow them to have an outlet to voice their opinion to the masses. Other than that, and access to people that they otherwise would have hard time accessing, like celebrities or or like-minded people or opposite-minded people.
Especially when you consider the number of people that are like, yo, my way or the highway 100%. And the people that are like, no, let's talk about this. I think the people who are like, yo, let's talk about this far outweigh the people that are just like, my way or the highway. So I say just disregard those people because it's a waste of time talking to them. So
those pig-headed motherfuckers.
We're not addressing them people. I will hear your conversation about why racism is a good thing, why the KKK should exist. There was a sit down interview with the KKK member and a black dude just talking to each other. I'm like, this is a conversation that could be had. No, I'm not going to go over to that side. But the conversation, the conversation is so many things to talk about in this world. To just shut it down, point blank, period. It's just not a good thing.
There are some things that you should shut down, point blank, period.
Yes.
You should not have
the KKK. The KKK exists. And my membership is still pending. I'm waiting for them to come back. I put my deposit in.
Until you get the surgery, it's not happening.
There's a couple things wrong with you gotta submit a picture, and I just did it in a really shadowy room, like they won't notice.
You walk out into the sun. You're like, hold up, baby.
Maybe if I turn up the brightness a whole lot, they'll think
there's an angle somewhere. I know.
Apply now even more than they did when the series was originally coming out. So once again, I wanted to set the record straight. Naruto is not a story about an underdog. It never was. The same thing with my
You said it was earlier, and then it wasn't.
hero. Deku's more of a chosen one type of character than he is an underdog. But Naruto specifically...
He's not a chosen one. He had to work for his ability, and he's still working for his ability. If he did not show that he had the guts to get the ability, he wouldn't have it. It's not some prophecy.
He legitimately worked out for like 9 months just to eat that hair.
He had to show, yo, I got the guts to be a hero. And All Might went, there's no one more deserving than you.
Well, you need to be dipped into whiteout to join. DA is Uncle Ruckus confirmed.
I have problems.
It's gonna
I
be
have
like
solutions.
That Dave Chappelle skit is like, take off your hood.
No.
is mainly about overcoming hatred, dealing with hatred, and dealing with it in a positive way. As dealing with it in the easy way, which is to seek revenge, to push that pain onto others, will only lead to an unhappy life and inevitable self-destruction.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you are new to the channel, it'd be dope if you liked, commented, and subscribed, and turn on the bell notifications, that way you don't miss some of your favorite anime, manga, or whatever content. As always, this has been The Masked Man. Hope everyone has a blessed rest of the day, and peace.
Yeah, like a 7.
I was thinking 7 too. Maybe even a 6.
He's just...
I'll go 6.5. That was a nothing video, but it was very boring. I would not seek out his content for future. But the video overall, it wasn't bad. It's just a couple points where he was just like, I really didn't like they're interpreting it wrong when interpretation itself is based off of your own beliefs and stuff, things like that. But for the most part, it was a whatever video.
I would have liked more comments showing that people believe this instead of just, this is an overarching thing. If everybody believes that the only point of Naruto is hard work, when it's like, sure, there's people that believe that, but yeah.
Okay, this is comment section now. Oh, do we want to watch that other video
real quick?
Okay, we'll watch the other video. Why not?
Yeah, we'll have to second guess that other Masked Man video if we ever do another one of his. That's all it is. It's just a conveyor belt of, sad, lonely kid, pop him out.
Get him in here! Get him in!
Yeah, that's all it is. So this is something.
Demon Slayer is carried by animation by Broken Ronin. Demon Slayer.
Let me just real quick hit up this. This is post-credit stuff right here. Demon Slayer is carried by animation. That is a take I saw quite a lot back in Demon Slayer's explosive entry into the mainstream, and it's a take that I guarantee fans of the series are going to start seeing moving forward. So rather than sit and watch the idiocy unfold, I made a video debunking some of the most common responses and arguments I hear for this take. Ooh.
In 3 minutes? I feel like this is a meme video.
It might be a meme video.
Alright, we're going to see if it's a meme video, y'all. Oh, let me turn it down a little bit.
One take I am not looking forward to seeing crop back up again is the whole Demon Slayer is carried by animation thing. It's just such a tired...
Demon Slayer is carried by animation, though.
One of these days, I swear I'm going to actually kill...
Admitting you don't have an argument already, huh?
You're infuriating, you know that? But I'm much too competitive to let you think you are winning this argument. So go ahead and explain why you think Demon Slayer is solely carried by animation.
Well, first off, it has good animation.
Okay, that's just called a good anime.
It also only got popular because...
It's not a good anime because it's got good animation, sir. Do you understand that you are saying in that statement that it because of the animation is being propped up into good status, which would in turn mean that it is carried by animation? Do you understand that you just said those words? I just want you to understand what just happened there. Cringe, what is this editing? Sigh.
It's good animation and episode 19.
While I agree that Demon Slayer's animation plays a big factor into the anime success, and you prove definitively that if it didn't have that specific level of animation, it wouldn't blow up.
Well, no.
Okay, so...
Can you prove that it didn't blow up because of the animation?
Don't, you can't do that. That works both ways.
It works both ways, Broken Ronin.
Yo, misrepresenting the opposing side. Oh, he's one of those guys? Yeah, this is...
You can't prove it didn't blow up because of the animation. Just like another person can't prove it did blow up because of the animation. This is ridiculous. But I can closer prove that it blew up because of the animation. Because when episode 19 came out, it started trending on Twitter. And before then, it didn't trend on Twitter. Before then, a bunch of people weren't talking about it. So,
no, but you just can't. You saw the SpongeBob. You lost.
Let's stick to arguments that have definitive proof. Is that okay with you?
Definitive proof?
We can't look into another universe. We can't look at, this is an anime that's doing the exact same things as Demon Slayer. It came out around the same time. It's a shonen, blah, 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 but it has bad animation, so it's not doing as well as Demon Slayer. There is nothing like that.
There's no definitive proof of it being carried or not. It's all opinions, and you're just going, well, let's just prove what you're saying.
Well, All Demon Slayer has to offer is its animation. Nothing else about the series is good or worthwhile. Mid-main character, mid-villains, and mid-plot.
Well, those are all completely subjective takes that are.
That's not objective. Ain't no way. What are we doing?
Are you expecting objective takes? And if you are, what are the objective takes that you expected?
Well, I'm gonna go, guys. Thanks for the laughs. Just resent my story to promotion. It should be there now. Dress Roaster is not as bad as people say. I can see how it can suck if I was watching it really quickly. Yeah, that's the real problem. Thanks for the super chat. We're definitely gonna check out that story.
Check out the story and let you know what we think about it. Let us know when you finish Dress Roaster and what you think about it as a whole.
I hate Broken Ronin because he tends to bring down another series to bump up JJK.
Ooh,
oh, we were there for that.
He is basically a JJK channel now. The last time I checked in on him.
Fine for you to believe in, but let me ask you a question that kind of defeats your argument. You ready?
Don't patronize me.
Just wanted to make sure. Now, if all Demon Slayer had to offer was animation and nothing else, why did Demon Slayer's manga completely explode in popularity and sales after its anime?
Pause, because people want to, they either want to collect it, they want to see how it compares to the anime, they want to see what happens next.
So they can get hyped when that animation happens.
It's a lot cheaper to collect and have a room full of, if you want to be like, yo, look at my Demon Slayer collection, it's a lot cheaper to be like, this manga is $10, with a Blu-ray, you get 4 episodes for $60. It's a lot cheaper to go for the $10 option, and it's taking up more space. We don't know why it exploded like this. But we can definitely say that one of the main reasons was because of the anime. The anime...
But with you saying, why did it go up in sales after the anime, it proves the anime had forced an increase in sales. Now, anime always gives a bump to manga when it gets an anime. But this explosion, because of the good animation, would suggest that maybe there's a correlation.
You look at something like Chainsaw Man, this is hype as crap without the anime. People are hyping this up saying that it's mad godly without the anime.
Who was talking about Demon Slayer before the anime?
I knew nothing of it. Even going up until episode 19, I saw nothing of this.
Look at those, what's that? 16K? And then all of a sudden it's way up there? Look at the volume differences. Look at volume 1, 2, and 3, then 4. I
wonder what happened there.
I wonder what happened.
That's easy. The anime made it popular.
That doesn't matter now, does it? You see, even though the anime made the manga so popular, if all of its value was derived from its animation and animation alone, why would millions of people buy the manga, which, in case you didn't know, has no animation?
Pause, to support the series. We don't know. We have no idea why people would buy the manga. We can extrapolate to support the series, to get ahead, to collect them. Maybe they legitimately enjoy it. It's not just hard and fast, oh, they love everything about Demon Slayer, so they're gonna go buy the manga. Because if that's the case, it just be what? It's not like a hard... I don't understand what point he's making there.
How many more people watched the movie than bought the manga? How many more people would buy the Blu-rays than the manga? Like, we don't know these answers. So I don't know what your point is here in that... You said you were going.
What happened? We appreciate the super chat.
Rebecca gets too much hate. Absolutely. Because she's not Scrunk Princess and cry a lot.
And also because she's half naked.
If you were your but she was half naked because of story reasons.
Absolutely.
But, Oda. If you or your family were treated lower than dirt, you forget you even have a dad and your mom is dead for you. I want to see people not cry. Also, what's wrong with Digibro? Have a good day, guy. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. Or was there? I think there was a story where it was just like,
there's a couple of small scandals. They're actually a big Lolicon and a Lolicon supporter. I don't know if they still are or if that was just a phase that they were going through. There's that. There's also, they just have some pretty bad takes in some of their videos. Now, there are some videos that I absolutely love. They did a really good takedown of the Asterisk Wars and Sword Art Online. That's really good. But some of the smaller, like, editorial videos are just like, I don't really necessarily agree with these.
Also, this is an argument about sales equals quality. Absolutely. A lot of people bought it. that doesn't make it good. That doesn't even mean they're interested in the characters or anything. They could just be interested in what's happening next to get hyped for it. We do not know. There is no objective proof here. You want to talk about subjectivity, you're interpreting the data for your best possible interpretation. This is ridiculous.
You see,
Do you think it's possible that maybe Demon Slayer was able to attract attention because of its amazing animation and visuals, but was able to keep those fans because of how engaging, enjoyable, or simply exciting its characters and plot were?
Who keep fans based on what? Or is there some type of metric for retention of a manga? Or is it a lot of people buying the manga once and never going back and rereading it?
You got Straw Man over there going, "Where's your proof?" But where's your proof? It's like, could these people just be captured by the anime and then just keep staying here because of the story and the plot and the characters? Absolutely. But it could just also be that they're collectors. We both have zero proof, so don't just say that you're right on this point.
Ronan's argument doesn't make sense because it took watching the anime for people to think the story was worthwhile.
Yeah.
My power went out for a second. Whoa, whoa, get it together. Tanjiro's worst Jonathan. That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's impossible. Demon Slayer is made and portrayed by animation. Twitter told me so.
No, that is not.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible. It's not possible. But there's no proof of what you're saying. You're just using conjecture or anecdotal evidence or things that support your own viewpoint. And again, it works both ways because there are no hard numbers of why person A is buying Demon Slayer manga. It's windy outside today. Ooh, be careful.
Oh yeah, we got hit by that wind power out a couple times.
It sucks. Crazy how Mans has a straw man built into it.
Installed Straw Man. Pre-ordered that mug so it can be ready.
The official Broken Running straw man. I wonder if anybody does sell a straw man. That would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh,
we need a Straw Man emote.
a straw man emote would be fire. Yo, Dad, you got some work coming.
And how do you explain its manga sales? Well, you are...
It sold more because of the anime. That's how I explain it. People love the anime. They want to support the series. They can't buy future anime DVDs. So what's the way to support the series now? Posters, manga chapters, volumes.
It's a cheap and easy way to support the series.
I think you could buy the entirety of the Demon Slayer manga for like $80 right now.
Pretty cheap.
Entitled to think that the animation is Demon Slayer's only positive quality.
No, it's not the only positive quality. That's ridiculous. But it is the main positive quality because you have people going, I'm tempted to read the manga, but I'm gonna hold out for the anime as long as these animations, the quality remains the same. So we have proof, anecdotal as it is, that there are people out there that refuse to read the manga that will wait for the anime because it's really pretty. How many GIFs have you seen of how many clips are there of people showing Tanjiro and them just joking around versus that episode 19 GIF versus season 2 GIF,
Sound Man
or versus the Rengoku standing in fire GIF.
We don't see that.
Tanjiro's worst EPO, but most EPOs are worse EPOs.
Gigas, animation.
He legit said, "Look at it. How can you say this is mid?"
Same thing with Penguins. Moist Critical. He was animation man. We can't say anything but what these people are saying. And a lot of what these people are saying is, the story's not doing anything super good, but whatever.
Or, I don't know, hundreds of millions of people who like the story enough to buy the manga.
Hundreds of millions of people, hundreds of millions of sales, and not hundreds of millions of people, Broken Ronin.
That's not.
What are you doing? That's goofy.
One person can buy all 17 volumes of Demon Slayer. I don't know how many volumes it is, but that's 17 sales.
That's 17 sales. And if they buy it,
one person,
they buy it 10 times. That's 170 sales. Like, what do we?
Do you have proof for this? Hundreds of millions of people.
no Ippo has ever been as Ippo other than Ippo? Absolutely.
Yeah, Ippo is the best Ippo. And it's not fair because other Ippos come later. It's like, you're not
Ippo. You said you wish you had never read Ippo because now green-haired Ippo is just not as good Ippo.
He's not as good. So I'm like, dang, you were better before Ippo.
Popularity equals quality. That's exactly...
Sales,
like,
money.
Well, his whole thing is, why is the manga increasing in sales if it's about the animation? How ridiculous of an argument could that possibly be?
And probably hundreds of millions of more who read the manga without buying it. And while sales don't in any way determine quality, they do determine interest and engagement with the story.
No, it doesn't. Collectors can do it. People that just want to support the series can do it. It does not entail interest in continuing the story. So there's no facts there. Let's use facts, correct, Broken Ronin? Let's be objective, correct, Broken Ronin? Where are your facts and objectivity on this, Broken Ronin?
Other than a graph showing that the sales increased.
After the anime came out. Look, it's funny how he has no proof about what people even were talking about in season 1 besides episode 19, pretty much nothing, and it just says you are wrong.
Yeah, it's just a straw man.
To be fair, Ippo has 30 years of storytelling. Ippo was great year 3!
He was the best before that. But he does have a lot of Ippo out there.
Means we can rather safely say that at least in the eyes of millions of people...
We can rather safely say, but we cannot definitively say. I can rather safely say that it's been propped up by the animation. Am I incorrect in that, Broken Ronin? If you're correct in your assertion, then I have to be correct in mine. Am I right in this, Broken Ronin? How is this man this ridiculous with this argument? No wonder this is 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Sales!
Get in, get out. No, you're wrong, straw man.
Demon Slayer has vastly much more to offer than simple animation. Any questions?
But no, Demon Slayer is mid. Sales don't equal quality. Animation carried it for everyone who watched it. Twitter would never lie to me, and people said the same thing I'm saying now.
So I'll take your little temper tantrum as evidence that you don't have any other arguments to present. But hey, don't give me...
Alright, can you please watch our 2 videos of because reasons on why Demon Slayer is not a very good series?
Going point by point why there are issues within the series.
Can you go to our 1 to 2 debates on it and debunk the things we said? Things I didn't even think about, like and Crow. The animation ain't even that good. Something like Castlevania or Scissor 7 is more interesting on an animation level. It's very prettyful.
Yes. It's fast.
Pretty fast colors. Effects.
Hate that pitched out straw man voice. You gotta make him sound as ridiculous as possible.
Also, he's painting the SpongeBob responder as the only possible rebuttal to his arguments. That's just disingenuous.
Yeah. He laid out such a hard and fast argument that it's just like, no, but people on Twitter say, like, no. I can argue right back at it.
I love that he's like, they're having a temper tantrum. I'm going to calmly explain to you why you're wrong. So I'm just going to assume you don't have... And so I'm just going to assume you don't have any. Send us back to Breaky. Oh, I was pushing for it, y'all.
You're wrong. To me, the anime is a superior form of the story than the Demon Slayer manga.
Then you're saying it's being propped up by the animation! Broken Ronin! Do you understand what you just said? It's a superior version of the story? Why is it a superior version of the story? Could it be because of the animation? Could it be because the story isn't very good, but the animation helps it? Broken Ronin, how are you not understanding this? I have to go back to that. How?
He could explain himself. He could also add like the voice acting and the music and all that stuff.
Okay, let's see.
Let's hear the straw man.
Hey, don't get me wrong. To me, the anime is a superior form of the story than the Demon Slayer manga. But that certainly doesn't mean it's carried by its animation alone. Its story and characters all play into the general feel and enjoyment of the manga.
It doesn't matter what you say. I still know that Demon Slayer is carried by animation. In my heart, it doesn't matter. There's nothing you can do to change that.
I know, man. I know.
Holy crap.
Yo, that was a negative 10. Easy.
Holy crap.
Maybe even Hall of Fame. That was terrible. That was 3 minutes of that was a bullet of trash.
Hard and fast.
Hard and fast garbage.
Pinned comment by Broken Ronin. By the way, I'm not saying that the anime didn't objectively make the manga more popular, but 90% of anime do that. JJK, My Hero, even Black Clover got more popular with the animation adaptation. So if you disagree, I'd love to hear your objective proof that the anime wouldn't blow up like this if it had slightly worse animation or had the quality of My Hero Season 1 or something like that.
My Hero is not as popular. You would say that Demon Slayer has some of the best animation you've seen. Broken Ronin, I would assume, correct? If that's the case, look at ones that don't have as good animation. Is their story worse? Is that why people aren't buying it?
Is it just the story that's just going, oh, people are enraptured by this? It's the story that's carrying this so hard. Look at the manga. That's pure story. Are you saying that the story is so good that it's above all these other things like One Piece and JJK and all this?
Scarecrow Hawkins could be the straw man emote. That's not bad.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, we might need to do that. Ace, your idea may have just been stolen.
No proof, no credit given. There's literally no way, somebody says, there's literally no way to objectively prove that something this specific wouldn't happen under a different set of circumstances when the argument itself is subjective. The story is easily consumable, blah, blah, blah. But yeah,
there's no way to prove.
There's no way to prove it.
But there's no way to disprove it.
He's not making a hard and fast objective point that he thinks that he's making.
This was terrible. If there's no way to change the opposition's mind, then why even make the video? Wow, that as in and out with that one, -20. This is so far one of the worst.
Like you said, it's a bullet of bad. Just I've just been shot and it's gone. Other videos, it's a knife where it's just it's still in there. Oh, it's coming back.
Yeah, that was very bad. That I'm gonna paste over your art for a second. It was so good. Dessert was one of the best. Both of them.
It's
just
super
to add your new image. But yeah, this was Naruto Maker. So yeah, we're in the questions portion of it. I guess I'll turn on some music in the background. Why not? Man, just turn
we had Bleach, we had Demon Slayer. I want a Naruto debate. That's what I want right now.
But why?
Because I got problems.
I mean,
and somebody out there got a solution.
Do they?
I want to talk. I want to hear what people will say about.
This isn't good.
What? Did you just open up Vegas?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. We should be good. I tried to hit my folder tab, my folder icon, and it didn't. So.
Yeah, it's just I just want that argument. I want to hear what people say about first and foremost the Naruto thing. Mm-hmm. Second is just like, okay, what you got to say about the Sharingans? They can must rock out with almost anything, and they're all just overpowered. And this group over here, they just get fat, and that's not even necessarily exclusive to them. Because what's stopping somebody from doing the transformation jutsu and expanding themselves? What is it about? It's clan secret texting. It's not Kekkei Genkai, so anybody feasibly can do that. But these eyes are just like, yeah, I can look at you and you're just under a genjutsu that's so subtle that you don't even know that you're under it, and I can just make you do whatever you want, whatever I want at any time, even to the point of I can just put my eye in a crow and put that crow in somebody's mouth and then have that crow activate upon somebody else seeing the Sharingan and implant a genjutsu that overwrites anything, including the Edo Tensei. That'll just overwrite that. And I can just do that. It's like, well, that's so many. That's so specific. And you can just do that? Yes, I can. Because I killed my brother or my best friend or something. Whatever I did it, and I can do it. And now I can do it, and I win. Oh, I can control shadows.
I hate the word objective and subjective so much now because of people like him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And people think that it's the sword in their shield of just objective and subjective. It's just like attack, defend. You're not being objective. You're being subjective. Yes, I am. What of it? How do you be objective about media? I asked somebody that. No answer.
Of course not. What answer could there be? I guess it's a story about blank, and the main character is blank, and they go on and do synopsis. That's the only way to be objective.
Something is good. You have to be like, okay, what is your metric for good? Show me the objective metric for good. 2 + 2 = 4. I can show you 2 things. I can show you another 2 things. You put them together. You count them. That's 4. What is the objective measure of quality in a story? What is? Cause you can point to somebody and be like, oh, they said that this is the objective measure. And like, okay, so where did they get it from? This is their interpretation of what makes something good. So that's not even necessarily objective. This all just comes down to somebody said something a long time ago, and that's why it's good. No, somebody said that.
I agree with the Hawkins emote. Yeah, we might need to do the Hawkins emote.
Hawkins is very hype. My man Hawkins don't get the love that he deserves.
Dude just defeated and destroyed his own video.
He made a straw man to defeat him, and he made it so bad that it's like, you're fighting a straw man, and you're not putting enough effort into his arguments to make him good. So you're doing base level arguments back at him, and those base level arguments are bad. So they're easily toppled. So you just made a bad self-defeating video. I also really like Det's redesigns of the Ruby Girls.
Oh yeah, they were fire. We have seen worse, and we have worse yet to come.
Oh, there's always worse. That's the problem.
Yeah, you from now on just going, nah, I'm not saying there's no
never
worse.
say that because that's stupid. I would never say that again. Objectively.
He's dedicated to Rose's good romance manga. There's a romance manga that's a little ecchi. That's this loner dude gets a girl to sit by him, and she starts talking to him, but she's haunted by a ghost that only he can see.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I like it. It's a romance manga. It's enjoyable, and I've caught up into it last night, so reading other things now. What did you guys think of the new My Hero Academia chapter and how Hori tried to girl boss Jiro?
You just want the rant. That's all that is. What do you think we thought of it?
Everybody's gonna get ass pats on this one.
Yeah, everybody's gonna have their
ass
moments.
pats.
Because it's just like, oh, I didn't give him enough moments before? Tentacruel, get in there. We gotta give you something. So you're gonna fight Spinner, I guess, and it's gonna be a big mutant battle. So you're gonna have your moment of, look, I was oppressed. And you don't have to be like the leader of mutants of oppressed people, because you can be like me and nice and good and stuff. This is my character. Don't you all remember my character of Tentacruel? You guys remember that? Because I'm a character.
You can't, because that's not his name.
Whatever his name is.
Tentacruel.
Tentacruel is better.
Yeah, it really is.
But yeah, so he's gonna have a moment. Now I said this in the Discord. We have to believe that for some reason, because all for one, spoilers for the chapter, obviously, because he asked about the new chapter. We're gonna spoil the new chapter. We have to assume that all for one just goes, okay, you are the number 2 hero. You are strong. I know that you're strong. So I'm gonna do a blast to kill you, the number 2 hero. I'm going to do a blast to kill you, the number 2 hero. So it has to be a significantly strong enough blast to kill you, the second strongest hero, the second number 2 hero in all of Japan. So I'm gonna do that blast to kill you. And this girl over here, unsteady, on a bird, when she said, I'm not steady, I'm not used to this, she can block it perfectly.
With her ears.
With her earphones. So we have to assume that all for one is either so weak that a blast is shielded by this girl who has done essentially nothing in the story that proves her strength. Or Jiro is just secretly strong, and it has always been secretly strong for all this time, that he's taken a blast intended to kill the number 2 person. It'd be like if Cell was like, all right, here comes Kamehameha, take this, Gohan, and Tien just went, the Donan Ray, and he's blocking it. He'd be like, wait, what? This dude? So I'm sitting there like, wait, Jiro is blocking this attack? What basis is there for this? And she's talking off one. I'm like, you are dust in the next couple chapters, because otherwise we have to believe that Tokoyami is fast enough to outrun All For One, whatever blast he has, whatever
Whatever
multiple speed and flight quirks that he has,
Vision quirks.
we have to believe that he is fast enough to outrun All For One with all that stuff and the blasting stuff, and let's say that Hawks is distracting him. Even though Hawks is essentially nothing but a sword, which he can, I assume he has some sort of strength quirk that's just like, oh, this dumb little baby winged sword that's not gonna hurt me. So that's not even a factor. Endeavor is, for all intents and purposes, gone because he's got one arm. So that's his fire comes from his arm. So that's half the firepower gone. He's not really gonna do anything. And if he does, you just go, oh, I can just do a stronger fire quirk and nullify it, bang, bang, boom, like you already did in the past one. So we have to assume that Birdman, hindered by the fact that he is carrying somebody. Hindered by the fact that he's carrying somebody, hindered by the fact that he only learned to fly, let's say a couple months ago, is outrunning the biggest, baddest villain when he's already showcased that he has multiple strength quirks. So there's nothing saying that he shouldn't have multiple flight quirks, multiple speed quirks, multiple blast quirks, stretchy arm, extendo fingers, whatever it is to catch them. There is no reason why within the next couple pages they should not be pulp. Dead. Corpses. Burnt.
Or no.
Burnt. Crushed. Blasted. Because all you need to do is... Because he's in direct sunlight.
And?
So his wings should be weaker. He should be slower and stuff like that. So he's already nerfed. So give me any reason. Because there's nobody around them. There's nobody who, unless somebody else just comes out of the edge, just like, yo, I've always been here. I'm also here. I'm gonna protect you. Now we have to be like, oh, so this person is also protecting somebody from All For One, the biggest, baddest villain, making blasts, killing, and all this stuff. And especially, we also have to consider if he touches us one single time, that's our quirk gone. So they have to avoid every single contact as well. They are dead or it's bull crap.
I think we're gonna have to start banning My Hero questions.
Only when it's really bad chapters. Because if it was last chapter, no, I did have problems.
Yeah, no, we both did.
But that's just what it is. It's just, here's her moment. Everybody's gonna get one tiny little moment.
Yeah,
and that's
everybody
what it
needs
is.
an ass pat on this one.
And I can't believe Aoyama is just like, oh, I got my plant guy. Who is this person?
What does this mean to us, the audience?
Hey, I killed Midnight. Me. Okay, so I guess we're just mad about that.
Well, I'm happy we never got to see that, I guess.
And Sugar Rush is gonna fight an insulin man. This is like, oh, I'm the perfect counter for you. No, my above average strength. This is horrible.
Broken Ronin was a Naruto What If channel. I will never understand the What If channel.
Really?
I understand the because I want to do a series where I try to fix things in media that I don't agree with. But I would never hey, what if Naruto's parents were alive? Like, the story changes.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys like to play Minecraft or any Minecraft content? We used to produce Minecraft content. Two of our people in our little group. DA cannot get into it because he knows he would get addicted.
I am too addicted to things of just like little micromanage, do this thing, collect this thing to build this thing. I know that I will be obsessed with it, so I'm never going near it.
And I feel like I would be very much the same because I play games like Game Dev Tycoon, and I'll play that for hours. And it's just me creating games. Like all that micromanaging stuff, I love it. Guys will be watching that type of stuff. I love micromanaging. And I love creative outlets. Yeah. So it frightens me. Yes. That's why I also never play like Roblox.
Yeah, same thing.
Now maybe something like Dreams, that PlayStation game where you get to just create a game within the engine that they provide. Maybe something like that I can get into because it's less micromanaging and just pure like creative outlet. But it frightens the shit out of me. Naruto would be so much better if there was an explanation he was trained for Sage Mode his whole life instead of just getting it because.
Yeah. And then we just have to go, yeah, he can learn 1,000 times faster than anybody else. So of course his Sage Mode is going to be perfect.
Why didn't Kiba use that?
Because it's Kiba.
He knows how to do a shadow clone.
Sure, so? Shadow Clone is a basic technique that everybody knows. It's just the multi-form is the problem because it cuts your chakra in half. But I guess they didn't. Yeah, Big Hat DA, get in there. I guess that's probably my profile. But I guess they weren't just like when you split yourself, you know exactly what the other clones know, or Naruto just wasn't paying attention, and he wasn't paying any attention his whole life. So the fact that he knows what the clones knows.
Objective equals synopsis. Yeah. I've always said it from Bob Viz. An objective review is a report. You're just reporting on the things that happen in whatever you're reviewing. An objective critique of a series is almost impossible because you're finding things you perceive to be a fault as opposed to actual fault. Like something where a book there's a misspelled word. That is an objective issue. You didn't spell the word correctly. Beyond that, I don't see how. Jiraiya trained for how long and he never learned perfect Susanoo like what? Or perfect Sage Mode, I would assume you mean. Yeah, because shut up. Naruto better.
He just didn't. Sorry. Rip. I hate that. I just don't like it.
Tricks dedicated to wishes, a fun manga, basically a magician sent back to the Dark Ages doing magic tricks like he's using real magic to stop witch hunts. Oh wow, that sounds great. Poorly made Straw Man, absolutely. You're welcome for the idea, gentlemen. Love it. Straw's just poking out. Straw's just poking out. I like it. Why couldn't they make Marth's tipper bigger?
Because he'd be busted. It's simply that. He'd be busted.
Favorite Yu-Gi-Oh series? Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the manga. If you're talking anime, probably...
Yeah, I dropped off after GX. I never went into 5Ds.
5Ds is very fun.
I'll just go the anime of GX. It would be the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. I like the manga of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero.
Oh, yeah.
With
Yu-Gi-Oh!
the dumb
Zero.
games, stab your hand with the money
That
and
was
stuff
great.
like that. That's hype stuff. But it's just hindered by the fact of stab the moon. Your ring is destroyed, so all of your monsters get trampled, and all
they're stuck in Swords of Revealing Light, so the castle falls on them.
I saw a video of it just like the way that essentially Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1, the rules work is it's basically D&D. If you can perceive that it works like that, and you can explain it, then it does. And I'm like, it kind of is. It's like, can I shoot this light and it bounces? And yeah, that's what it is. And
the computer has to perceive your imagination.
Yes, it does.
Because you got things like
Stab the Moon.
Not even Stab the Moon, but you got things like Time Wizard turning Dark Magician into like the magician of Sage conflict or whatever. And it's just like, that's not how that happens, game. So the game just has to perceive, the moon changes the tide of the sea.
Yeah. And it has to perceive what you want it to do. Like,
I'll take my dead mammoth graveyard into your living through spiral arrow into your living, and then I'll cut off the head, but I'll do Monster Reborn so one head gets revived. Like the game has to perceive all that.
I'll use my catapult turtle to target your monster, but not the monster itself, but the ring, the flotation device. Is that good, game? Oh, it's working. Cool.
Check mark. Sugar Rush ass pack.
Is gonna be. He's gonna be fighting in like a bakery, and that's what it. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Yes, you heard Tentacruel. DA keeps calling him Tentacruel because he refuses to learn Tentacle, and Tentacruel is just a much better name.
Octopus Man, not Octopus, Tentacle Man from My Hero.
Yes.
Tentacruel is a great name.
I'll take Tentacle. Tentacle is worthless. A better draft for Naruto is that Naruto grew up on the mountain toe and wants to see the world. He goes on missions. to see the world and slowly earn the respect of the village little by little.
Sure.
A legitimate outcast.
Sure.
Tentacruel is the name of Pokemon, yes, and should have been Tentacle's name. Broken Ronin basically turned the AI on easy and was smug about winning over them. What's up?
I thought you said something about Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Somebody just said Tentacruel was the name of Pokemon because DA Bane keeps calling the My Hero dude Tentacle, the one with all the tentacles. He keeps calling him Tentacruel because I'm not.
It's a good name. It's a good name. It's a better name.
It's a better name.
But yeah, I just call him Tentacruel.
You know he voiced by Ian Sinclair?
Yeah. I told this story. I brought him something to sign. He goes, I love My Hero. I love working on it. You up in the manga? I was like, yeah, I'm caught up. He goes, does my character do anything? I go, no.
That guy hurt.
Man.
That guy hurt. Cause he voiced.
Yo, no, he absolutely has to.
What's his name from Black Clover?
Magna.
Magna. He voiced Magna.
And he does a lot. And he's a great one. It's like, it's so hard to hear Ian in it, except the little Ian centricities where I'm like, oh, that's just Ian.
Get in there.
And I'm like,
He's doing stuff in there, but then you got Tentacruel just doing nothing, and he's just like, yeah, I'm in My Hero, but am I really?
And I'm like,
it's like you're midnight. Like, am I truly here?
And you know, when he gets announced for cons, it will be like, oh, here he is, his face
I
dead,
hate
and here he is.
y'all.
And then it'll be like
I hate
Tentacruel. It's like, that's just because he's in My Hero, not the fact that he's doing anything. It's just like, yo, My Hero guy, that's nothing. Don't put him in, don't put Tentacruel on
I
him.
legit hate though, cause it'd be like Eric Vale and have all. He don't have. Sometimes don't even have Sanji. I'm like,
yeah, it's like, what if it's Sanji?
I'm like, what, dude?
He also voices Sanji in One Piece. Like, that
You
should
put
be
Arthur over Sanji?
Like, what the wrong? I usually I get so confused by that. I'm like, oh yeah. I think what's the name? Jason LeBrecq or something like that. The voice of Davi. They will have everybody else except for Rob Lucci. I'm like,
no, it has to just be the cons just going. These people maybe they don't recognize the name exactly, but they'll recognize the character. So we put up the most popular characters or the things that people instantly recognize. Because Lucy Christian, she's not getting like a Tenma from School Rumble. No, she's getting her in Nami's and Little Honey from Oran High School.
that's roughly the same time.
Yeah, but it's more popular.
Right, and
nobody's bumping School Rumble.
Yeah, nobody's bumping School Rumble.
I really like School Rumble. I remember that school festival.
It's amazing.
I think they had like a paintball episode.
Yeah, a couple paintball episodes.
I love, man.
Straight face paintball episodes, and then they did it Comey. I'm like, yes, please.
I don't know what it is, but paintball episodes are darn good.
And it's played just completely straight faced, and I love that.
You need to watch the paintball episode of Community.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's a great deconstruction.
But that paintball episode, what was the other one they did? There was like, because it's basically you get like a free period or whatever for your schedule, or you get to
Didn't they do like D&D or something?
It was no, they played D&D, but it was competition. It was paintball and it was something else. Water gun fight maybe. Because I remember they were acting like a Western too.
I think it was another paintball episode.
Was it another paintball one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You might be right. But yeah, it was great.
Yeah, so I'm like, I only hate those because like, yeah, here Colin Clickerbell and Momo from My Hero
and Urza.
Yeah,
it's just instantly recognizable
and
things.
Luffy.
Just like,
I'm like,
Monkey D. Luffy.
And like Christopher, I'm like, dude,
yeah, no,
you're Zoro, one of the main characters.
But I'm also Vegeta and Piccolo.
I'm like, shut up. I hate it so much. Anyway, that's the Chris cameo for this week.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So
this isn't gonna be a recurring segment.
It's not.
Prepare to get timed out if you request more Chris. Just a fair warning. If
Wow.
we see anything, you're gonna get timed.
Really?
Sorry, you better delete that comment with the quickness.
Also, why am I over? Please.
Why are you over?
Why am I over? Please explain to me. Cause I do not do anything.
Did nothing, dude. You're so over with our audience, dude.
I actually interrupt a lot of times.
Horrible.
But they love you out. What are you gonna do?
Well, if you want more Chris, just
request it. Request it. I'm waiting on it.
get
Me want more Chris? All right, prepare to get more time.
Get time.
1,000 more viewers, more stream, more.
Bro, it'd be hilarious if you came in and we instantly jumped to like 300.
I would.
The second you left, we back to 4.
Oh man.
Oh, oof. All right. I'm done.
All right. Emma is one of my favorite romance slice of life series. Emma. Okay, I'm gonna have to read that. A boy that can't stop cross-dressing is very wholesome. It's already on my list.
All right.
I want to catch up to My Hero Academia again just because of you guys' rant, but damn, I can't even read one chapter after 336. I understand.
Yo, read it for the meme, for the goof, because it's really, really bad.
You gotta go in with, I'm just gonna hate watch this. I love the circus.
Sugar garbage.
Sugar garbage. Rank all of Luffy's forms. For example, Water Luffy, Afro, Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd, Nightmare, G4, Bound Man, G4 Tank Man, etc. That's going to be on the list. Or that's going to be homework. Did we even have homework this week?
We had no homework.
Okay.
I checked.
Yeah. So we got homework for next time.
Gear 2nd is number 1. I'll tell you that for right now for complete and total free.
Yeah.
Gear 2nd is too hype.
A lazy guy woke up as a girl one morning. Very wholesome manga. Okay. You know what? That might be interesting. I might need to check that out. Game Dev Tycoon is so f***ing great. And there's so many mods for it that I'm just like, I want everything. And they're coming out with a new game. I think it's called Tavern Tycoon or something that I want to get into. But I don't think it's going to be like game dev. And I really just want more game dev. Jiraiya was too busy writing his porn books to work on stage mode.
Jesus. And to check in on Naruto as well. So, none of that. Jiraiya's just a big old... He was always here. He had connections to Naruto. He was never here.
I would prefer Hawking's emote, please. I'm telling you, it might just have to happen. Make it a little bigger. I guess you mean the Naruto maker. Yeah, so we're going to cover up Det's usual artwork for a little while. I forgot about the breathing, man. Dude, Jet has been killing it for us, y'all, for months. Have you read the Steins Gate visual novel?
I have not. I've been wanting to go back to watch Steins Gate and then watch Steins Gate 0, play the games and all that. Just have a big old stinky Steins Gate time. But I just need to structure it around when are we going for the Persona 3 and Persona 4, because I want that to take precedent over things. Yeah. That's why I'm just like, I'm pushing Yakuza to the back burner. I want to replay the Danganronpa games, but I'm pushing that back. I don't want to get into anything until we do those things. Mm-hmm. Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V is some of the most missed potential ever. Oh, I might need to watch that. No. Was that the one that was just like multiple universes or something? Yeah, something like that. Oh, I was reading that. It's the super crazy haired dude. That's not helping. no, the super crazy haired one. Oh no, that was Zexel. That's my fault. Should I watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! Or manga because I want to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Again? I say read the manga, or you can get the Japanese subtitle version. It's very good. Even the 4Kids version is totally watchable. You get your dumb things, but it's much less dumb than a One Piece. Yeah. Dark Magician, Dark Sage, that's what it was. Funny thing about Dark Sage from classic Yu-Gi-Oh! The Time Wizard bullshit is almost exactly how to summon it in real life. I feel like they just added it because like, oh, this was bullshit, y'all. I'm sorry. Here's Dark Sage for real. Yeah, no, here you go. I remember there was a game on the PlayStation, I believe, and you could just Forbidden Memories, where you could just fuse whatever cards, and as long as it worked, it worked. So you just there's a speedrunning community for it. Oh no! I checked out. There have been people that have been cheating because once you do something, you're supposed to get a certain card. Once you get that card, you've basically beaten the game. But there's like tags under it, like if the opponent plays this, that'll inform if you're actually gonna get that card or something. And they were just like, "Oh, they cheating! Oh, they cheating!" So that game has been broken and pulled apart. Oh yeah, it's really like, dude. You just stuck. You just stuck right here. You didn't even know that. Definitely look into it. Yeah. Forbidden Memory speedruns are the hypest, yo. The hypest, yo.
Man hears a Pokemon name and pokes his head in like we talking Pokemon.
Oh, hey, where the Pokemon at?
Angel Densetsu is fantastic main character, is such a nice guy, and he scares everyone and it's fun. Oh, he scares everyone. That's what I need to see. I wonder if it's like the big dude in Comey, where it's just like
very familiar.
Angel Densetsu.
I've definitely seen this guy before.
Oh yeah, I have too.
Is this from Claymore? This looks like Claymore. Is this a manga from Claymore? It is a manga from Claymore. Uh-oh. I think it's time. Yep. Oh, well, I gotta read that now.
You just heard Claymore.
Yeah, I love Claymore.
I don't like Sanji, but he is without a doubt a great character. Yeah, you can not like a character and know they're great.
Somebody tried to hit you with a gotcha in our comments earlier. They were just like, you said that Attack on Titan was good, but you didn't like it. So which one is it? Gotcha. It's like, no, you don't understand that you can think something is of quality, think that there's not too many flaws that can be pointed out that negatively affected, but still not have it be for you. You don't understand that? And I just have to break down like so many multiple things. It's like, this is good, but it ain't for me. Beethoven is
technically good.
It's technically good. It is
pretty music.
But I don't like that music.
I'm not gonna put them on a playlist somewhere.
I recognize the quality of Beethoven, but that ain't my type of music. Do you understand that? Get out of here. I'm gonna straw man you in the video.
I'm always happy to see this stuff with you guys. It's cool to see siblings having the same interests. Same interests and different interests. Like, if we ever do cats videos, you're going to hear very different. Once we start getting into Harry Potter stuff, you're going to hear very different takes.
Even though I'm turning on it.
You're turning on it? No, what happened? What happened?
I just been thinking about it. I'm like, oh no, this is bad.
Did you ever watch that Sean video?
I did watch the Sean video. It's a good video.
Y'all, Harry Potter is not a good series.
I'm turning on it, but I still have some arguments.
Yeah.
That's how I was wavering. Don't throw in the towel yet.
Just, come on, coach. I know I can stand on this 8 count. Just let me hear the bell. Let me get to my corner for a second.
It's like in creator class where some dude was just rocking up some other dude, and he's looking at the ref like, stop the fight. What are you doing? This dude is out on his feet, and the ref is just like, keep on going. He's like, I'm gonna kill this guy. What are you doing? Punch. And the dude is just wild whooping. And he's like, ref, get in there and have me right now. I'm just like, no, wait a second. Hermione. No.
The Hermione stuff that Sean was talking to. Dude. Yeah. Still haven't played D&D. It's super fun. We played a campaign and a half, essentially.
Mm-hmm. D&D is very fun.
You gotta be creative with it.
Yes.
Remedial Chaos Theory is best episode I've ever seen in television. Oh no, that's for Community. Okay. In the afterglow. I love the song. Me want more Chris, thank you.
No. He misspelled Chris, so that is a loophole, and I will allow it.
Okay. You're a Kramer, but not racist. I want to watch Seth again for some reason.
You watch Seth. Okay, now we timing Alfonso. You were warned.
Let me know when My Hero ends. Oh, it's coming.
Yep, we will let you know.
I doubt you see My Hero this time next year.
Yeah. The way that this is being put on the pedal speed run, we're out of
But what is All Might and Shame doing?
Yeah, somebody said that in the comments, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if... No, it was in the Discord where Turk was just like, it's going to be Ida that takes out Stain. I was just like, will it? Because he wants All Might to do it, and now it's like,
well, a game I like got in Combo Breaker. Dude, Combo Breaker is fantastic. Second best tournament maybe the best tournament I've ever been to. I'm just kind of partial to CEO because it also incorporates wrestling stuff, and I'm a big wrestling mark, so... New Sexy Simpleton, good read. Thoughts on Gintama?
It looks interesting.
Never seen Gintama.
I have seen up to, I think, chapter almost 200. I think like 175 or so of Gintama, and I really, really like it. I think that it's very funny. The only thing that drags it down for me is it's a little too heavy on the Japanese idiosyncrasies and the puns and the word.
You gotta understand.
Like that. That's the only thing that brings it down a little for me. But it's very, very good.
Hey, Chris says Zexel is great, but RV sucks.
I Keep that energy. You keep that over there. You know what? Time Chris as well.
Time Chris?
Yeah, get him out of here.
You got it, sir. Zen Martial Arts Academy is a good manga. Not finished reading it yet. So good so far. I'll say watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. You could skip Dungeon Master. I will say there's one arc that is 100% worthwhile Dungeon Masters, and that's Battle City. If you want to skip all of the rest of Dungeon Masters, I have no problem. Or Duel Monsters, whatever it is. Battle City is what you should be watching.
Battle City is where it's at. I don't know why, but
probably second best tournament arc I've ever seen.
I like the character designs in Zen Martial Arts. Chapter 29? Is it only 29 chapters? Or is that just
so far?
Finished 29 chapters. Oh, it's over. Oh, I can read this before the night ends. I can read this before the stream ends.
Variante, good horror manga. Yeah, I need me some horror in my life. Yugi played Joey by giving him Time Wizard, a card that helped Yugi's dad.
Why don't you play this, my man?
The long-term plan.
The long con. Just like, yeah, this is going to help you. Wink.
Arc V anime is good. The manga has a pretty weird ending. Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga and anime are so different from each other. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is a fantastic manga. Like, legitimately fantastic. The Starship system in Forbidden Memories is such bullshit, and I will never let this slide.
Forbidden Memories is such a broken game.
Dude, it's like, hey, yo, play these two cards and they just fuse.
You can just fuse whatever you want.
Two Thunder Dragons. It's a twin-headed Thunder Dragon.
And you can just play it no tributes. So turn 1, I get a 4,000 monster. Thank you very much. No polymerization, nothing.
Gintama is good. I dropped Arc V way back. Need to get back at it. I posted Ango Denzetsu in server when I said I didn't like Claymore's designs.
Oh, did you now? I must not have seen it.
I did. My probably gonna watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and 5Ds.
Yeah, check them out. They're pretty simple watches. You just need to know what the card does. And anytime anybody plays a card, they'll be like, here it comes, Monster Reborn. Now I can go and summon them other monsters. Even though they played that 50 times, they'll always say what it is.
Rank Zoro Swords. I'll do that for homework. Yeah, write that down for some homework.
That's actually gonna be pretty hard. Because I like Emma a lot.
I hated Arc V ending, and I think it fell off since season 1 ended. Okay.
Y'all know y'all's Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. I'm just like, yo, Battle City.
The person we watched on B-List the other day cited Sean's Harry Potter video. It's a fantastic video. I understand why. 999 starships for the blue eyes and Forbidden Memories offer. Or you can buy it and put in the code. Elbow. Favorite techniques / moves from each Straw Hat. Are we going to do one, top 3? What are we going to do for that one?
Just a favorite. I'll say for Chopper, his Cherry Blossom Cross, I just love that. It's great. Fantastic.
Yo, does anyone play Soul Calibur 6? First time picking it up, hard to find a match with good connection and a match period. Not Soul Calibur 6. We do have Soul Calibur 6.
We have Soul Calibur 6. Yes.
Yeah, I think I even got the season pass for it.
I wanted to, because Amy was in it, but they changed Amy so much that I'm like, man.
It's not your Amy.
Yeah. Maybe I'll pick it up. Is it really a dead game? That's unfortunate.
I can see that. Damn, I came back from dishes. You guys are still live.
We wrapping up. Chris poked his head in, and that freaking extended our time.
Top 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck archetypes. Put that for some homework.
Dragon. I rocked that so hard in the games because there were games that was just like go through all of Yu-Gi-Oh! double. It was on the Vita and PSP. It was Yu-Gi-Oh! Double whatever, and they went through GX and 5Ds, and I was just like, dragons and elemental heroes. Elemental heroes are so fun.
Hype. That's hype.
Because it's just like, whatever I do, there's always another card that can support me so hard. So, you killed my elemental hero? Thanks for helping me. Here's one that's just like, resummon all of them. And now that I resummoned all of them, here's one that's just like, the skyscraper number 3 that was just like, you can just fuse whatever you want as long as
I gotta get back into Duel Masters, dude.
I love elemental hero decks so much.
Zentai, Hawaii. Oh, I already got that on mine. Two people who hate each other, fake a marriage to stop a war, but actually fall in love.
That sounds good.
Oh yeah, I got that. I read that one. I want that one. Still want a cowboy archetype? That would be hype.
Yeah.
You should play Shadowverse. Shadowverse had a expansion that basically had a cowboy and type of that type of archetype. I really should start streaming some Shadowverse, dude. So I'm in Grandmaster for Shadowverse, which means there's only like 3 ranks above me, but you gotta win a certain amount of time. I'll spend 2 hours just trying to do dailies in that rank. Mugs are monsters in that rank.
Yeah. Once you get to that high level, it's just like,
I was doing dailies and I was just like, I don't even want to play anymore.
Cause y'all doing too much. Chill out.
I lost like 7 times in a row. I'm like, I'm not doing these dailies now. Good game to play. Streets of Rage 4. Streets of Rage is fantastic. You know what? We can play that. Because I don't know if it's still on Game Pass, but it was on Game Pass. We can play. DA and I are trying to get more into streaming. At least Bros competitions. I asked a question a while back, but I wasn't here to hear it. But what do you guys think of the movie My Hero? Oh yeah, you should go back.
Go back and listen to it.
It was legitimately like 7 to 10 minutes discussion on that. Legitimately. It's a horrible chapter. Just do all of the One Piece rankings in one video? Huh. That could be fun for a tier list. Just a bunch of fans.
One Piece stuff. Yeah, that could be.
You know what? Yeah, we might do that. We might X the because I have a lot of free time now, so we can do some like weekday streams that are just like tier lists. Hello, I'm back. You can get timed again if I feel like it. Appetite, good web comic. There was a comic or a manga or something that was about cannibalism that I was really interested in, and I just do not remember what it was. Let myself down. I thought the code didn't do shit. I thought it just unlocked the card in the shop in Forbidden Memories. I thought it accessed and allowed you to get the card. Am I wrong? Did it just unlock it in the Forbidden Memories? I'll have to look that up. Remember. Have you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Absolutely, I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I didn't see the final 2 seasons, but I saw every season up until then. Probably top 10 live action show that I've ever seen.
I have never seen it.
Breaking Bad is probably still my number 1. I still need to. I'm waiting because this is the final season of Better Call Saul, and I watched season 1, so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna wait for the series to end and just binge it now. Also, have you guys ever thought of doing your own reviews aside from looking at other people's video akin to the Demon Slayer because reasons? Yeah. Somebody, I forgot who it was, and I apologize for. Somebody gave me a name for my Hazing and Praising series where I talk about the good and the bad of things that I've watched. I have another one where I'm going to call it Please Understand, where I just talk about things I want people to, I just want to get out there. Like how shonen isn't a genre. I wanted to do development is not changed, but Broken KIA or whatever his name is just did one that was essentially that. So I'm just like, and maybe I'll give it some time. Maybe I'll see his, see what it ended up being. Things like that. So,
I'm actually working on a video right now, a proper edited YouTuber analyst type video that I'm not going to say what it's about. I'm not going to give any timelines.
Have you already mic'd it and everything?
No. I'm just rereading it and writing down notes.
Okay.
That's the super beginning phase.
Okay,
I don't want to promise anything because I'm like, I don't know when it's going to be out.
Yeah. So we are working on things separately. Nothing together at the moment, but
because I don't like this guy.
Yeah. This is all a front, y'all.
Yeah, we don't live together. We don't like each other. We're not even in the same room.
Yeah, this is all remote. That webcam was a green screen.
Yep, rip. Can't wait to end this.
So yeah, there's plans in the future. I really want to get at least one episode out in June of one of the newer series. We also still have our. That should be easy. You know what? I think I'm just gonna be lazy with the edit on that one. Check it out. I think I'm just going to be lazy with the edit so we can get the videos out so we can do another episode of it. Pochikuro, good action romance. Action romance.
It looks good.
Let me see.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks very good. Jay, you're going to keep us reading things for the next 30 years. We're almost done here, y'all.
it's only 43 chapters as well. In and out.
Ray Raptors and Blackwing are amazing and a blast to play. Oh, for Yu-Gi-Oh! Elemental Heroes is the best deck.
Absolutely.
Grand Shadow, is that the reverse KKK? What did you guys think of the Vigilantes manga ending? I haven't read it at all.
I have not read Vigilantes as
no, that's
chapters.
what I'm saying.
No, I have just a single chapter.
No, that's what I'm saying. I haven't.
Oh, okay. Weren't you? Did you? No? You were? Okay.
Maybe I read some of it to get the backstory on the... Or maybe it was one of those things where I wanted to read it, but I didn't read it.
Hey, is it worth reading?
Yeah, oh yeah, Gavin loves it.
Okay. How long? Let me see how long this is.
I think it's like 130.
126.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. I might check that out then.
The Crystal Beach deck is one of my faves. Have you guys read...
The Crystal Beasts are also fun.
Aransan Wahake... Other word?
I don't know, but...
Actually,
check it
here,
out.
I'm going to make this very easy for us.
Oh, that thing! Actually, I'm watching that. Not watching. I'm reading that right now. I know the anime is coming out, or it already did come out, but I'm really, really liking that.
I am kind of frightful to get into manga when they're like, oh, an anime is coming now, because these people are doing their best to ruin Spy Family.
100%.
And it's pissing me off.
And Comey is just quietly releasing over there. It's just like, there's hype over there, but it's not the fervor, the Spy Family that it is over there. So
I seem to have a lot of good One Piece ideas today. Yeah, these are some good ideas. Also, why did you guys time me?
You know why, Chris.
Don't
ask why. Don't, you know,
that's
there's
a very
a rule.
good question, Chris.
Don't ask why you got timed. You getting timed.
So,
it's a rule.
I would duel you in Master Duel. Absolutely. I forgot what deck I used to play, but I'm down for that. Maybe we'll do a big... that sounds fun. Maybe we'll do like a big tournament stream of Master Duel with the fans and stuff. That could be... You know what? We might have a tournament for y'all sometime coming soon where we all just play some Master Duel together. It's been so long since I played the card games for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there are new rules. It's hard to follow. Yeah. Some of them I really don't like.
I tried to play one word with the pendulum stuff, and it's just like muff summon something turn one, and it took out half my life points before I even got to play anything. I'm like, oh no, that was in defense mode. What happened?
Force.
Oh
no. It's been so long since I played. Oh, you already read that. Better Call Saul is so good. Yeah. Like I said, I watched the first season, and it was ridiculous. So. Have y'all ever listened to some of these Destiny debates? This shit is painful. I listened to one, never again.
I listened to the one with Digibro. I listened to one other. He mostly does like political stuff, which I don't
very
care
Hassani.
So yeah, that's not something that I'm seeking out.
I need to watch Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul so badly, but my watching other shows. Breaking Bad is well worth it. First season is pretty much okay, but the second you get into season 2, it never stops being amazing. Never. It's going to be on this channel, right? If we're doing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing, maybe we'll do it on this channel.
I think they meant the reviews.
Oh, the reviews? If you're talking about the reviews, all the reviews are going to be on this channel. Anything we do anime and edited and revisited and all that stuff is going to be on this channel. Anything we do gaming, most of the stuff we do gaming is going to be over on our Twitch. We're not even brothers. I read a lot of manga. I see that, Jay. And your recommendations have been hitting so far.
Like I said, I love out.
You guys aren't in the same room. Hella good mic quality for your video call. Absolutely. That's just magic. Heard, but react to Bricky though.
One day we'll come back to him. Hey, your request month is coming up.
Oh my God!
I'm not saying anything.
Oh my God! Don't say nothing. Don't give nobody no ideas. Have you seen Psych? My current watch. Psych is so f***ing good.
Psych is really good.
And they keep coming out with these mini movies on like Peacock and stuff. It's so f***ing good. I miss Psych. I miss Monk. I miss these shows, y'all.
Monk needs to come back.
Monk needs to come back. They need just one more special. Give me my movie. Vigilantes is epic. Okay. See you later, Million.
Check that out.
Yeah, we've started streaming a little bit earlier because I know some people are international and our usual start time is like 1 a.m. for them. So we're trying to be a little bit more available, accessible to y'all. Make Mark's temper a little bit bigger.
No.
Lie. Are you guys ending the stream soon? Yeah, we probably got about 5
You
minutes.
trying to get timed in real life, Chris?
How's that possible?
You trying to get, and by timed in real life, I mean push down them scares. Scares. I'll push down the scares too.
I would be down. I don't play pendulums.
Right.
Yeah, I can't rock with pendulums. I can't rock with tuner monsters, synchro summons. I cannot rock with it.
Summoning is so easy.
I don't care. I don't like it.
2 level 4s. That's all you need.
Yeah, 2 levels. Shut the f up.
All right, buddy.
I almost understand it. I almost understand the pendulum summon, synchro, XYZ. That's what I play. XYZ.
Synchro is where I backed out. Synchro is easy to understand. You need a synchro monster. You need a level monster. Bing bang boom.
I love XYZ summons. Y'all should watch the Destiny clip I put the Destiny clip I put in the ALX chat. It's legit embarrassing.
I will once we finish this up in a couple of minutes.
Season 1 of Breaking Bad is pretty good. Walton Crazy 8 was some good shit. Yeah, there's really, really, really good moments in it, I will say. But overall, it's just kind of, compared to the other seasons, it's very much, I can understand why people would drop off of Breaking Bad just based off of season 1. Why no? How would you guys rate Black Clover manga? Like a 7.
Yeah, 7's about right.
It used to be higher, but this recent stuff is going way downhill. I can see it ending as low as 5. I chill with Kung Fu Panda movies.
Never seen any of them.
Same. But they look fun. Synchro is easy. I don't care if it's easy. I don't like it.
I like Synchro.
What are you guys' favorite Pokemon games?
Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium. Snap. Pokemon Snap. I'm going to play a Synchro Pendulum deck to piss you off. You lose if you want.
This just became a Yu-Gi-Oh! Stream.
Pendulums are really fun. Yeah, you can shut up. Pokemon Black and White 2. Yeah, I hear a lot of people like that. I got to watch Psych. Didn't know there were movies. Yeah, they're like mini movies. Like I said, they are released on Peacock. They're about 1 hour to 2 hours long each one. They're very fun. It's pronounced Xyz. It's pronounced shut up. Yeah, okay, so that's it for us. We're the out of here.
Yeah, stop coming to these.
Stop coming to these.
Yeah. Hopefully next week we'll be hitting some of those Ruby videos. Looks poignantly to the left at my brother who used a lot of
the empty
Ruby.
space?
Oh yeah, because we're not in the same room as well. I got a cardboard cutout of who's a lady. I need to pretend that I'm straight. Pamela Anderson. She's still hot, right? Is she alive? She better be alive.
That's a very good question. You know what? We still got 2 bad movie days recorded. So I can do some bad movie day. Yeah, there's options. We're gonna get.
Oh no, she looks like a cat. Oh, she got plastic surgery. Now she looks like a cat lady. Oh.
She looks like Maureen Ponderosa from Sunny.
Oh, that's...
Where are you in Sunny, dude? Catch up in Sunny.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I got it all downloaded. I just need to sit down and do it.
Dude, it's so fun.
Oh, man. She got them old lady hands. Oh, my goodness.
You like the Spade arc? To each their own. I like the beginning of it. I like their power-ups, but then the power-ups just got too ridiculous. And the ending is just like, at the end, it's just like, eh. Dude.
I'm glad she's still alive, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, finish Sunny. It's so good.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks for suffering. We do it for y'all. Yeah, but stop coming to these.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, hopefully next week we'll do some Rubies because we got those 2 videos. We can bang them out and maybe something else because those are 2 pretty short videos. Mm-hmm. We don't know what we're recording next for the next Revisited. The other half of this episode that went out will be released soon because
I didn't understand. I don't even understand because even in my Vegas, it stops right there. And I'm like, that's not where it stops. Yeah. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe I split the clips when you were talking about the thing you're doing. And I muted it and I split that clip. And then maybe I deleted it by accident or something. I don't know. I'll look into it though. So yeah, we're doing that. Mike might be watching Smash later.
He's watching it right now.
Yeah, so Mike's watching Smash over on our Twitch. That's 2200 Productions. So he's watching Smash. Tomorrow we might be doing some Jackbox games. Mike has some plans, but the plan right now is for Jackbox games tomorrow on the podcast. Wednesday he's doing Smash. Tuesday he's doing like Kirby or something. Maybe Monday I'll stream some Shadowverse just to get into the swing of it. Maybe early, maybe a little bit later. So, yep. I just realized I'm very hungry.